Fresh off the weekend, Terry. I already got pictures here on my console of birthday party number 1 for your twins. Is that what this is?
Yes.
Oh, that's sweet. Look at Kilbreth stuffing his face with cake there. You had a good time, Stephen?
It was great. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Terry makes a mean cake.
The little hat looks really small on his head.
Wow. Any hat looks small on the Kilbreth head.
Yeah.
Wow, Terry, this is nice. It's nice for you to share these pictures with me.
Oh, no problem.
You always ask what happened to the pictures you were supposed to see.
Yeah, you do.
And this is the answer. They've been here all the time.
All the time.
There it is.
Just had to look.
They're one now, huh?
They are one.
They look like they should be an act.
They are an act.
Standing next to well, you should take them on the road.
They tag team already.
Just watching Selena yesterday, 10 years too late.
Oh, yeah?
And, well, when you're sick, you watch every movie.
I know, I can imagine.
And,
It's down to Selena, huh?
yeah.
Wow.
Let me tell you something.
That's a good one.
I may be 10 years late, but I'm realizing that Selena had something there, baby.
Oh, yeah.
She did.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez did a fine job portraying her.
As soon as I was done watching the movie, I was like, turning to Angela going, I was really good. She goes, I got the CD. I go, well, let me put it in my car. Rode here listening to Selena, Terry.
Did ya?
10 years too late to the party.
You know.
A bitty bitty bumba.
Yes, and she did a lot of twirling.
Mm-hmm. Damn shame what happened to that young girl, damn
Very
it.
sad.
Some little runt bitch took her out like that.
Yeah, the president of the fan club.
Man. Let people into your world.
I know. You're so trusting.
Gosh. Okay, well, anyway, it's a great way to start the week, don't you think?
Quite a downer.
No, I'm telling you, the music lives on, Stephen.
That's right.
Then you watch the Buddy Holly story.
10 years later. Yeah, Buddy Holly has something there, Stephen. Oh, yeah. Now, tonight it's Richie Valens.
Right, yeah.
How are you? Had a good weekend with
Nice weekend, yeah.
the birthday? The birthday was actually on what day?
It was actually, those are I was on the 23rd.
Oh, I see. So this wasn't this weekend.
No.
I see.
But, you know.
A bitty bitty bumba.
Uh-huh.
Stephen.
Yes.
You all right there, Stephen?
I'm good, yeah.
Even after this weekend concludes with the Seattle Storm being surprisingly knocked out of the WNBA playoffs.
Yeah, losing 2 at home.
Wow.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
After such a great march to championship greatness last season, doing everything that needed to be done, this year only needing to win 1 of 2 games on their home court, and they can't get it done.
Got throttled on Saturday.
A bitty bitty bumba. What the hell happened there?
I'm not sure. I guess they just didn't show up on Saturday.
That's a damn shame. The PA announcer showed up.
Well, of course, yeah.
He didn't mail it in, did he?
Brought the A game.
As always.
You didn't lose to Houston, did you?
No, I don't think so.
Now
Fans didn't either.
The season's over.
Well, yeah.
And everyone has to start figuring out what they're doing next year.
That's right.
You got to start planning a team party that you won't be invited to.
I never have been. I don't know why I'd start being now.
Are you making yourself a part of next season's plan, Stephen, or was that your last game as the public address announcer for the Seattle Storm?
Whoa! Wow. Whoa. Well, that's quite a bold move there. That would be to be done.
I'm asking you a question. It's a yes or no question. Was that
not
your
yes
last game? This is a yes or no question. There should be no illusions as to whether this is a yes or no question.
You don't really know. I mean, how do you know?
Was that your last game as the public address announcer for the Seattle Storm? Yes or no?
It's not yes or no. You never know.
That's a no.
Oh, they don't say, hey, see you next year, Stephen, or thanks for, we'll see you next year?
They generally don't talk to me too much.
Oh.
I told Scott I was going to ask him that question, and I told him there'd be 1 of 2 responses. I told Scott the responses would either be, yes, that was my last game, or, I don't know. And that means, no, it wasn't my last game. Because he doesn't want to tell me, Terry.
Right.
That he's going back next year again for more Seattle Storm abuse. Well, Stephen, hey.
It's hard to say, really.
There it is.
Well, the LA Sparks may offer him a big deal, and he doesn't want to start the negotiations. Oh, man.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I might move to LA just to PA for 17 games.
Right, 17-year contract, yeah.
It's official. Stephen Kilbreth back, season 2006.
I wouldn't say it was official.
Absolutely is. If you can't read between the lines, ladies and gentlemen, then
maybe I haven't talked to them yet.
Then
maybe I don't want them to find out this way.
To do it for you. Stephen Kills.
So you're pushing me back into it. That's great.
He'll be back. I ain't pushing you anything. If anything,
You're pushing me back.
okay, if you want to know which way I'm pushing you out. I think you're done. I think you've had enough.
Well, maybe, you should let it sink in that the season is over. I mean, it was quite the heartbreaking thing.
I just want to know what kind of baked good you're going to make for him.
I don't need to.
Okay. Well,
if you do, share, okay?
I think Matt Pittman should try out and just Wally Pip you out of that one, too.
Wally.
You know what I'll do is I'll apply for that job when it comes open again and get turned down again. I'm trying to get 5 times getting turned down. I'm at 4 now, so.
okay, well. Hotshot had a good point with the baked goods. I mean, we at least pay you around here. We should be entitled to something.
I'll make you something for tomorrow. What would you like?
Looking forward to it. Whatever comes out of your oven.
You don't want that.
The T-Man. He's a gay phone operator.
Oh, geez.
He's so gay. He's so phone operator. And now, here's Gay. A good morning.
Good morning. How you guys doing? Scheduled to be for the next couple of weeks.
What was that, Gay?
And I'll still be able to call in the morning.
You know, Gay, I've been very sick. I've been on the road to recovery. Feeling a little bit better. Slowly but surely. You don't help.
Too bad.
I see he's
Hey, I check on you. I care about you.
Right.
Did I check on you last week?
Well, I got your instant message, but I ignored it, if you remember. Yeah, I was sitting right there, really.
Oh, that's
You
nice.
Yeah, about 98% of the time when you write hello on instant message and try to find if I'm there, I'm right there.
You're looking at the hello and
Right.
you're saying, I'm not going to reply.
I'm thinking there's no way they wouldn't know that I'm not by the computer.
Just not in the mood to reply to this person.
That's right.
But the minute you're right back to Gay, he all of a sudden thinks you want to see him on camera.
Right.
And he invites you to watch the webcam.
Oh,
Not
take my
every
shirt
time.
off.
And only 2% of the time I really do.
Right. Just want to say hi this time.
Yes.
Well, I need your guys' help.
Why is that, Gay?
Because I'm going to dinner tonight someplace that I've never been.
Oh, jeez.
And it's supposedly a really nice place. And I'm hoping that my standard outfit, no, not the sweater vest, but those,
Is there
I
another
mean, I
one?
have to wear those slacks, but
Let's see, how high scale can Gay get? The top of the tippy top of the scale is as far as nice places that Gay could ever really realistically go to, I say, is Olive Garden. That's like, whoa. That's the highest point on the chart. The lowest, obviously, there's so many.
Right.
When you're at Olive Garden, though, your family, he may not like that. Not liking his family.
Everyone's pappy.
Then I'm out of here.
as long as I get the breadsticks and sauce, I'm fine, man. Yeah.
Where are you going, Gay? And
Well,
why?
It's my friend Mike and Dave's anniversary.
Oh, Mike and Dave!
Nice. What anniversary are they celebrating?
Well, they had probably an illegal gay marriage, Terry, about a year ago.
Oh.
Right.
It's the 10-year anniversary.
Wow.
They
10
shake
years.
dicks in the park together, and they called it a wedding.
Oh, no, these are the guys that host Bear Poker every
Terry,
other
70.
Thursday, so.
70. Yeah.
Got
They
it.
put the wedding ring right on his wiener.
70.
I got it.
Okay. What's that now, Gay? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh,
I'm going to Canlis.
Canlis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
First of all, that does not resemble the way your body is structured. Okay? You are far from canless. Number 2.
Yeah, that place is
What,
on
because I'm
stilts.
fat, I'm not allowed to go?
What was that?
Because
That
I'm
just
fat,
doesn't
I'm
make
not
sense.
allowed
The
to go?
person with the biggest can in the history of the world is going to canvas.
Right.
All right? And number 2, that, I think, may be the only jacket-required restaurant.
Oh, whatever, don't say that.
It is.
No, I think it is.
And it's
You're
not
right.
like that you got to show up at the door and they're going to be like, well, this is a jacket-required restaurant, but you're in Luxor, we have your size. That's not going to
I
happen.
have my size.
They're not going to have your size. It's a jacket. I'm not 100% sure, Terry. But I'm like, I was there once,
Right.
and I'm like 98% sure.
Yeah.
98 seems to be a key number today, Terry.
Yeah.
That it's a jacket-required restaurant.
Yeah.
No, I'm right there with you. I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
I
also
can't-
tie required or just jacket?
Just
I
jacket.
think it
Just
just may
jacket?
be a jacket.
Oh.
Sweater vest under the jacket would work.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
I'm not wearing the sweater vest.
Right. Well, you're not going.
Right.
Well, crap. No, not if they need a jacket.
No, you're out.
Last time I had a jacket was in '92 when I went to London, and it was like a 52 SP.
You
and I had
went to London?
SP, super portly?
Super short and portly.
Short.
I'd rather be super portly.
Oh, jeez.
He's
Short and portly.
Yeah. Tall and fat's better than short and fat. Huh?
You went to London?
Yeah.
Tried to find
I
Big
flew
Ben.
over first class. It was great.
You came back all disappointed that Big Ben was a clock?
No, I wasn't even out of the closet then. And so what I did is I spent all my time going to porn shops. Yeah.
Yes.
It was an interesting trip.
Right. I'm sure it was
tell
for
more.
for the Londoners, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you really think it's a jacket required?
Well, we could probably find out.
Who's paying?
I am?
What?
Yeah.
Wow,
I assume I am.
that's nice.
You're paying for everybody?
No, I'm not paying for everybody.
Oh.
I was going to say.
No.
Well, even
Okay.
yourself, it's a lot.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. We got the printout here on pasty. Printed it out already. Sorry,
the
guys,
requirements?
yes. Dress code.
Ah.
A canvas is a dressy a restaurant. It says right at the start of the dress code particulars.
Wow.
Oh, God.
For both the restaurant and lounge, we request suits or sport coats.
It's going to be embarrassing for you. You shouldn't even go.
You know what? This is a night. Most nights I say, Gay, what are you doing staying home? You should really get out there. You should be a part of it. Tonight I say stay home.
Can't they make an exception for the fat guy?
Oh,
Come
jeez.
on.
No,
Where
they
am I
don't.
gonna
Well,
get a
maybe
jacket my
the
size?
fat guy needs to actually go and invest in a coat.
Maybe you could have this fight with the maitre d' and not us. Maybe you could save these great words of wisdom for the maitre d'.
Right.
Can't you make an exception for the fat guy?
That won't be
I'm not gonna
embarrassing.
go
That
with
may work well if you're screaming it in the entryway of the restaurant. They may,
They're discriminating against my weight.
well, just any kind of scene you may be making, knowing that you're a super portly fat redhead.
Super portly fat redhead.
They may want to kind of ebb any kind of scene that you're making there and just throw you in the corner.
Or throw you right off into the water.
Even though nobody puts baby in the corner, they still may want to just kind of sweep it under the carpet. You know what I mean?
I'm not going to go if there's a chance they're going to not let me in.
All right,
If
well
you're
then
not
you're
wearing
out.
a jacket, then they won't
they're not gonna let you in.
I don't have a jacket.
Go get
But you're
one.
36. You should own a suit. At least one.
A suit in my size? No, I'm not.
They
I
make
can't
them.
afford that big a suit.
Are you a 36-year-old adult male?
No.
Okay. Well, then we were confusing you with somebody else.
I will be 36 October 15th.
Seems close enough to me. Are you an adult male?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe time to go to Sears and get yourself a sport coat.
Please, Sears doesn't have my size.
Oh, jeez. Well, it looks like you are not going to be able to celebrate with your gay friends that are celebrating something probably extremely gay for the 10-year anniversary or something.
Yes.
What was he talking
living
about?
together.
They've been together 10 years?
Yes, they
Yeah,
have.
that's very good.
They may not let you in just for that.
Yeah, that's true.
And think about how all the use you can get out of this jacket that you buy, because lo and behold, next week is your 10-year anniversary of being on, what do they call that website that he owned? It would have been a great joke.
Bigger City.
BiggerCity.com, gay.
Yeah, the jacket I bought in '92, I wore one time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, twice to get to London and back.
All right, well, it looks like
Why
you're
did you
not...
use a jacket?
Looks like you're not going to be joining your homo friends tonight at the Canlis.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right?
Red Lobster it is.
They wouldn't let him in anyway, with the stilts and everything. It might.
Hey, but Red
crashing down.
Lobster is all-you-can-eat cheese bread, so you got a real good thing going for you tonight.
Yeah, that's going to be fun by myself.
Mm-hmm. Steven makes a good point. I don't think you in a restaurant on stilts is going to make anyone feel secure.
Why would I be on silk?
Well, the restaurant is on
Built
stilts.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's on a cliff-like thing.
Yeah, the restaurant is hanging off a cliff, and it's just waiting for someone to walk in and push it over the
Yeah,
edge.
you don't want to sit by the window.
You're just the man for the job.
Great.
Well, we're listing. Everybody move.
You're really not good friends with this gay couple anyway.
They just want
No,
a free
we're really
meal.
good friends.
You're not good friends with anybody. Come on.
Well, obviously not with you.
Whoa.
It's true.
Didn't know you had that.
Yes, I am good friends with them.
Didn't know you had that kind of dough to be buying $500 dinners for people.
No kidding.
Okay, I'm not buying everybody dinner.
People are calling in and saying not only is it a jacket-required restaurant, but they make you keep the jacket on all night.
Oh.
Which means you'll be sweating in your soup.
Oh, man.
Yummy.
And it's not going to be a very appetizing scene. So, do you want us to call the queer couple and tell them you're out?
No.
Oh. I wish them very well, by the way, and congratulations.
Yeah,
whoever
10
they
years.
are. Yes.
That's great.
Especially since I just called them the queer couple.
Okay.
You're going to get the filet mignon, $47.
Oh.
And it's about the
Gay can
size.
fillet it. Himself. And,
Well, now I know it.
and the dessert, Terry, I guarantee you, is something flambe. Gay. Would you like us to three-way this couple for? Oh, jeez.
Oh, yeah.
And let them know that you're out, or what?
No, I'll call them later.
What are you going to say? Let's practice.
Sorry, I'm too fat.
Whoa.
Well, I'm going to have to call and tell them that because of the restaurant's dress code.
Well, why do you let this stand in your way? Why do you always allow yourself convenient excuses to get out of stuff? All you need to do...
Why do I follow the rules?
All you need to do is on your lunch hour, go and buy yourself a 7X sport coat and you're good.
You are clueless when it comes to fat people and buying clothes.
Well,
Go to Value Village. They've got one. Wear one night.
Fat people don't get rid of their clothes until they're falling apart. I can't get anything at Value Village.
No, he's got a point. I've tried.
All you skinny people that just put your clothes in.
Yeah, if Louis Anderson comes in to drop some stuff off, maybe I'll have a shot.
Steven, how long you been saving those snug-fitting jeans?
all right, whatever.
I don't see you donating them.
All right, sounds terrific.
I think
Gay.
it could fit into mine.
I wish I could.
It sounds wonderful. So, is that all?
Well, yeah, I guess now.
No dinner for Gay tonight?
Oh, so I'll have dinner.
Okay.
But not there.
Not the planned dinner.
Yeah, not the planned dinner.
Yes.
And a
I'm gonna
cake.
get
Sorry,
stuck
you
with
couldn't go to
chicken
Kendall's.
casserole from the state deli again.
You know, as I read, it only says they request
They request, right?
That's a nice way of
suits or
saying-
sport coats. I mean, that is a pretty
Yeah.
direct way of saying that is what we want you to wear.
Put it on, fatty,
But-
or don't come through the door.
One can make a case that a request can be denied.
Sure.
Yeah.
I heard your request, and I'm coming in shorts and a T-shirt. See you later.
Yeah, no obese allowed.
Mm-hmm.
You can be obese. You just have to wear a coat.
Well, yeah, a coat that's going to cost me $200.
Whoa. Well, I don't know about that.
Think about it. Look at my size.
Well, then
That's gonna cost
don't
that much.
blame the restaurant for their assumption that an adult male would have a sport coat.
Well, I know he said something about discrimination against
Yeah, he's
him. I'm
calling
like,
it discrimination against the
how
they-
is that discriminating against you? I'm sure there are plenty of obese people who have gone in there
Yeah.
and dined.
There are plenty of overweight people that have sport coats, Gay.
Right.
All right?
Yeah, they probably have money to buy the clothes like that, too. I
And
don't.
some are not even good sports. Okay, anyway.
Go talk to George Zimmer.
Yeah, if you don't have money to go to places like this, then you probably shouldn't be going. If you don't have money for a sport coat, you shouldn't be going to nice places like this.
Geez, so sorry I wanted to celebrate with my friends.
And they give you very little portions. Anyhow, it's not a place for you all the way around, Gay.
Yeah.
All right?
Fine.
Oh,
Obviously, you got a couple of friends there that are very la-di-da livers. And that's nice, but not your style. So, bear poker, you'll make it up to them, I'm sure, on Thursday. So,
People trying to move out of their social classes all the time. It just doesn't work.
oh, geez. So that's that. It was a nice try, but just too many hurdles in the path of the life of gay phone operator.
Yeah.
And certainly hurdles aren't
not easy to get over.
for a 400-pound man. Yes.
Right.
Great.
Until he decides one day just to run right through them.
Whoa.
Swallow them whole! They're not going to stand in my way.
Oh, boy.
But that day is not today, and hasn't been any day that we've known him. He always lets the hurdles stop his momentum.
Yep.
Any momentum he may be building.
I used to do the hurdles in junior high.
Oh, I'm sure you were great, Gay. I bet your records still stand.
He used to do the straddles, I think is what we call, not the hurdles.
No, I was jumping them.
You did the 100-meter. You did the 100-meter hurdles, Gay.
That's
I
great.
don't know what it was. I just remember having to run and jump them.
Wow. Seems like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was.
And then after that was done and you were all sweaty, it was right to the Future Farmers Association, huh?
Exactly.
You had a heavy extracurricular activity schedule.
Time for the showers, boys.
No, I didn't shower with them.
Wow.
Have a great...
Gay day.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
The T-Man.
Actor Sean Penn springs a leak in his efforts to help hurricane victims in New Orleans.
Oh, geez.
The boat he was piloting started taking on water within seconds of launch.
Nice.
Penn was trying to rescue kids stranded by Katrina.
Yeah, understandably, he is very active.
Yes, he's very politically oriented, this Sean Penn, Terry. You may not be aware of that. A little crazed with his political obsessions, but you can't argue with the fact that him getting in a boat and trying to save people is unbelievable generosity.
Yeah, true.
You don't see many superstars, you don't see many celebrities getting in boats trying to pull people out of water.
No, I know, that's true. You don't.
Man,
They're all like, oh, we're dry.
I don't know what to call that, but you can't deny that is extreme generosity.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe a little nuts,
Well, we already know that for him.
but hey, got his hands in the water, was trying to pull people out for a second there at least.
Yeah, made an effort.
I mean, it sounded like his boat sprung a lake, but still, man was trying.
Man.
All the celebrities like, that water's too dirty. Never mind.
Here's a check.
I think they said on the news that water may have some disease in it. Yeah, I'm out.
Right.
How many zeros you want on the check? Oh, no, well, I mean, it's tax deductible. Okay, here we go. The guy was there. Mm-hmm. Got on a plane from L.A., went over, got in a boat, and was trying. Quick round of applause.
Okay.
Very
Good job, Sean.
Once slammed a door on Madonna's head.
Wow, really?
Same guy, Terry.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, I think I read something about that. Or maybe some guy that was following Madonna. I don't know.
Okay.
Slammed a car door on somebody's head.
I'm sure he did with her, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she's pretty difficult.
Or in those days she was.
I would definitely take the trade-off of slamming a car door on Madonna's head to save some of the people in New Orleans, Terry. What else is going on? What else is happening? There's a lot of time today to talk about all that is going on still, unfortunately, down in the New Orleans area,
Yeah.
Terry Free. But what other news is happening today?
Well, happy birthday to Beyonce. She celebrated her 24th birthday on Sunday.
That's all she is?
Yeah.
Been around forever?
Only 24. And, of course, Jay-Z presented her with a $2.2 million diamond and ruby ring with a $550,000 watch to match.
Well, it was only a 24th birthday, Terry. You can't expect him to do that much.
Right.
So she got the $2.2 million ring.
And a watch to match.
And a
which
watch
was
to match,
$550,000.
yes.
Yeah.
That sounds like about what we all receive on the 24th
Sure,
birthday. Okay.
sure. Can't wait for her next one.
Yes.
Big 2-5. Wow. Also, speaking of rings and such, Britney Spears has decided she doesn't like her wedding ring, so she's going to get a new one. It's weird, man.
Who's going to take the, who's going to raise their hand and take the role of slamming her head in the car door, Terry?
I'm sure you'd have a big whole lineup.
What else? What else is happening? What else?
Well, Lance Armstrong and Sheryl Crow are engaged, so congratulations to them. Of course, we all know that he has 3 kids from a previous marriage.
He has 3 kids?
Yeah. A couple after his cancer bout.
He had a couple after...
2, I believe, were after his cancer bout.
He has 2 one-bald kids.
2 one-balled kids, yes.
Together they equal 2 balls.
Wow.
Yeah, no wedding date yet, so...
All right.
But speculation next spring.
Now, does that defy science, or is that very under...
Well, I think they did it through in vitro.
Really?
But they weren't really sure if that was going to work.
My question is, does science allow you to have kids with 1 ball? If you're a typical guy out there with 1 ball, if you have a testicle removed, Steven sounds like he has a direct knowledge of this.
Something to know about there, Steven?
Steven, you answered really quickly. Are you a 1-balled man and never told us?
I'm not. No, I think I would tell you that.
You really have 2 balls?
Well, let me check.
Oh, jeez. No, don't check.
1, 2. Yes, 2.
But you can have 1 ball and have a kid, no problem, no big deal. It's no big old function there.
Yes. I think it's more difficult, but I think you can.
Okay. But you're saying he had these kids in vitro?
Yeah, I think that,
no.
and that was they were kind of wondering if that was going to work.
I think you're confusing them with Celine Dion and yourself, Terry.
No.
Because you only have 1 ball.
Yeah, I know that. But,
Yes.
But I was still able to,
Speaking of 1 ball, didn't your son have his first football game over the weekend?
He did.
His first real high school football
Monday.
game?
Woo! First freshman game.
It was Monday Night Football.
was.
I didn't even know I was ready for some football, Terry.
Oh, man. Yes.
And did he get any carries?
He did.
Oh,
he did well. Well, pretty well, I guess.
Why? What happened?
Well, he did get a touchdown, about a 42-yard touchdown.
Touchdown run, 42 yards?
Yeah, baby.
There it is.
At
it's on his way.
I think about a good 10 to 15-yard run, I think. Maybe.
USC!
Well, I don't know. But he did have 2 fumbles.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
All right, that's it. It's over.
Yeah. That wasn't... He was a little shaky at
Time
first.
to sign up for ballet and call it a day.
University of Southern Crossroads. Where he's gonna go.
Did those fumbles lead to points on the board for the other team?
No, they were recovered. They weren't. I mean,
so they weren't lost fumbles.
No, it was exchange. It was
no
exchange.
harm, no foul.
Right. Oh, and he had an interception. He had an interception.
Wow.
So
he's playing both sides, Terry.
He is.
He's going
It's
going both ways.
Going both ways.
Oh, jeez. Well, that's a big debut in the old high school scene there, freshman football.
And they won their first game.
There you go.
Way to go, freshmen.
What about your first little coaching deal there? Hotshot Scott coaching a football team.
Yeah.
This fall season for some lucky school out there. I'm sure they feel very honored. What was the result of game number 1?
Game number 1 is this Saturday.
Oh, jeez.
We had Jamboree number 2 last Saturday.
He's got a lot of jamborees.
Hate them. They don't count for anything, and
They had
kids
2
get hurt.
jamborees?
I don't even know what a jamboree is. What is it?
That's when all the
you-
teams get together and they play what? How many?
You play like a
I just figure like there's got to be some pig roasting involved.
Yeah, there's food involved, I think.
Yeah, there is.
That's
Tons
why I
of food.
remember.
Yeah.
There's actually no food involved, but
Really?
yeah, you just play 20-minute halves. You play like 4 running clock 20-minute halves.
Oh, okay. Why do they call that a
Because
jamboree?
you play different teams. You play like 4 teams. Like every
You
team
don't
is
call it
there.
a round robin or something like
No,
that? All
they
right.
call it a jamboree.
Oh, well, whatever.
So first game for Issy Gold sophomore team this Saturday.
Yes.
Well, how'd you do in the jamboree?
Our best player was gone. We did okay. That 5 stars tough.
Good to be Issy Gold, Terry. In case you get scared of the other team, no one will know that you're Pissy Gold. Wow. Well, that's great stuff.
I told him you're cutting oranges for him. We'll see you this weekend.
I am cutting oranges, and I'll see them this weekend.
Yes.
Yes,
They're
because
excited.
nobody gives you better orange slices on the sideline
I get the whole orange
than
thing.
the T-Man, Terry. Well, Terry, it's supposed
I've
to
never...
it replenishes the juices of the Issy Gold
Okay.
squad, Terry, when they're sweating profusely. And if somebody was cutting orange slices for your son, maybe he wouldn't have dropped a second fumble.
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah. But
And there were so many kids they had to split up Issy Gold and Issy Purple.
I don't want him, Terry, by game number 4 to be nicknamed Butterfingers Free.
okay.
Okay.
Make sure of that.
That would be a nickname to have on a football team.
It would.
Did you buy the kid gloves?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Of course. What he doesn't have. Come on. He's all decked out and everything.
Well, we are ready for football season, aren't we?
Woo, yes, we are.
Terry Free's got her fantasy football team all ready to go.
Yeah.
I missed, of course, my fantasy football draft, Terry.
Well,
I've been suffering from illness.
yes, I know.
I've been terribly ill.
I know.
I've been horribly sick.
Are you really bad off?
Well, it's a snail's pace to the road to recovery, Terry, but I'm on it.
Well, good.
Where are we at now? What percentage?
Oh, jeez. As far as how well I am,
Yeah,
do you
back-
really need
back
to
to
know?
normal.
Do you really care?
Well, I wouldn't have asked if I didn't care.
It almost sounds like this hack cheesy radio announcer Tom Lickas. Do you care? God, I hate it. Just want to just hang yourself every time he says that.
Yes.
Anyhow, I would say about 70%, Steven.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's
yeah.
an improvement
All
since last time.
right.
Oh, yeah, and the update you may need to know. Remember I was first diagnosed with viral meningitis?
I do.
Well, that was a misdiagnosis.
Oh, what?
You'll be happy to know that as we sit here, the latest blood test showed last week, because I wasn't recovering fast enough, so they
Right.
figured that's not what I had,
Oh.
even though they diagnosed me with that at first.
Right.
A blood test showed that I have been suffering from mononucleosis.
Oh, great.
Glad to
We've
be
been sitting
upstairs
with
here.
you.
So line up for tongue kisses during the next break, Terry.
gosh.
Yes. Wow. And yet I'm here
You are here.
as opposed to taking like 3 months off, which is
you-
my
what it takes.
my right to do as an American.
Right.
What are you laughing at, Stephen?
That's your right to do as an American?
That's right. Mononucleosis is like a 3-month illness.
I know it is.
Or like 2 to 4 weeks. Depends.
Well,
But
so when we all go, when we all fall off with mono, you'll be sitting here.
well, if you want your deep tongue kiss like you get every day, Terry, I thought maybe you'd put it on hold until I'm better.
Okay,
But
I
if you
guess
can't stand it, if you can't help yourself, Terry, then you may get it, yeah.
Well, I was missing it a little bit, while
It's
we're
still
out.
contagious even without kissing, though.
Well, yes, if I spit all over you when I talk. But luckily for you, Stephen, you're a floor above.
That's right. I'm glad about that.
And yet the saliva will find its way there somehow. But at least that explains to me why I'm not getting better so fast.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. T-Man's got mono, baby.
All right, everybody line up for kisses.
Mm-hmm. The T-Man Kissing Booth will be open to help to aid the Hurricane Katrina Fund.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
That ought to be something.
How the hell do I get mono, Terry?
I don't know. I mean, I could understand the whole viral meningitis thing.
A lot more than mono.
Yeah.
The test.
Who are you kissing?
Terry? Some of these listeners are too damn persuasive. Blood test came back showing yes.
All right.
Positive mono.
Misdiagnosed.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was never really... Here was the deal with the viral meningitis. They said, listen, the doctor said, I believe this is what you have, but I need to give you a spinal tap to be sure.
Ouch.
Oh.
And he said, but when you get the spinal tap and we're sure, there's really no treatment I can give you, because unless it's bacterial meningitis, which it's not, because you'd be like dying if that was the case, and you don't look that bad.
You're still walking.
Right, the doctors are very scientific these days.
Yeah.
So I said, well, you're not sticking a needle in my back for no reason.
Uh-huh.
So I never got the...
Oh, okay.
We just went on the assumption that that's what I had. But then when I wasn't recovering and I got new symptoms, then it was pretty clear I had something else, and now we know I have mono.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm going to lick the microphone, and it's going to come through all your radios, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Yes.
Perfect for the students going back to school. Sorry, I can't make it.
Yes. This will be a great way to get out of school all year long as the T-Man now sneezes through all your radios.
Right.
Don't you see the little germs coming through?
Gonna get you.
Look at the speaker right now, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see the little oogies coming out.
This proves that, monogamy and being married is bad. Because, you had your spree, didn't get any disease.
That's right.
Married with a child, got a disease.
It's the first of many to come. Next month, gonorrhea, Terry.
Oh, nice.
Sounds wonderful.
The T-Man.
Let me hear that.
Hey, Terry, did you hear the story of the Kanye West on Saturday night? There was I forgot all about it, but there was some big hurricane relief show, some stars. Kanye West goes off on the government, on the presidential administration, and they turn his mic off in mid-diatribe. He was like going... with his random thoughts on how he felt about the hurricane relief effort. Not happy with it, obviously.
Right.
We have audio footage on this. Can we find this? Can we make it happen? I think I didn't see it, but Vinny the Pooh was even telling me that he was watching it live.
Wow.
Saturday night, Vinny the Pooh? Let me get your mic on.
Okay.
It was Saturday night, right?
Actually, I believe it was Friday.
Friday?
Friday, yes.
Not Saturday, but a Friday.
Yeah, that's when I seen it.
Okay, what stars do they have? What stars are there?
There was like Chris Tucker that was there. Mike Myers was there.
Yeah, Mike Myers was standing right next to Kanye West when he was going off, Terry.
That was pretty funny.
And they had stuff that they were supposed to say on the teleprompter. Sure. And Mike Myers said his part, and then Kanye West was supposed to do his part on the teleprompter, but he just ignored the teleprompter completely.
Whoa!
Started going off, and Mike Myers was left looking like deer in the headlights, Terry.
He looked pretty uncomfortable.
And got as white as a sheet, not that he isn't already.
Right. Whiter than he is.
Right. And just was staring at Kanye West like, what the hell are you doing, dude?
Wow.
It was pretty funny looking.
I heard it was pretty comical.
It was.
But almost... One could make a very strong case that these were the things that needed to be said, right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was his opinion, but it was kind of true. Yeah.
Jeez.
I mean,
well, it's true or not. Somebody
Yes.
needed to step up and say. Now, Kanye
Definitely.
West is like on top of the world now, and here's a guy who's willing to risk his status.
Sure.
When he's only had it for not that long, Terry, and is willing to stare in the face of a network camera and say things that are on his mind. To the most powerful people in the world that could get his ass in big-time trouble.
Right.
And that's got to be admired.
Right.
God. I'm not a part of the relief effort, Terry, so I don't know if it's been too slow. I certainly think it hasn't been as fast as the hurricanes in Florida, I'll tell you that.
Well, yeah, but I know that watching the news, they've been criticizing how quickly the relief got down there in Florida when it came to that incident. But when it comes to New Orleans, people are like waiting a week, whatever. And in Florida, it was like, oh, there the next day. Hey, here you go.
But it's always funny when you got somebody who has no idea that you're about to do this, like Mike Myers is sitting there expecting Kanye West to be reading off the teleprompter like he just did, and then Kanye West does the exact opposite, doesn't read anything on the teleprompter, starts going off on his own.
Wow.
And Mike Myers, who was not told anything about it, like Kanye West could have pulled him aside and said, hey, dude, I'm just going to go off. I just want to let you know.
Right. Forewarn him a little bit.
Don't be shocked. I'm going to say what I need to say.
Yeah.
So you can either back me up, you might want to take a step aside, whatever you feel. But he didn't do that, obviously, because from what I'm told, and I didn't see the footage, the look on Mike Myers' face was just priceless.
I bet it was.
That was the key to it all. Just looking at Mike Myers, not having any idea of what's going on here.
Wow.
He may not have known he was going to do it. I mean, it just,
No, he didn't know he was going to do it.
Right.
No, Kanye probably didn't know.
Oh, Kanye West didn't even know himself he was going to do it?
It was like he got up there and he was like, well, this is an opportunity. Let's take it.
Could have.
All right, so what is your take on it, May the Pooh?
Like, you could tell because Mike Myers started off. You tell he was reading something like.
We have some audio footage on it.
Yeah,
we don't have all of it. We have some of it.
Oh boy.
Let's play what we have.
This is great.
And even though this is not going to be the video part of it and the deer in the headlights, you can pretty much feel it anyway.
Okay.
You can feel Mike Myers standing next to him, feeling a little bit uncomfortable. I love uncomfortability. People who are in uncomfortable situations, Terry. Never gets any better than that.
I know.
The black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Please call.
That was a long pause.
And that's what they just turned off. He said, please call, and then they just turned off both their microphones and went to somebody else.
Wow.
Right there.
Just stood there and said that. Oh, man.
Now, that was not on the teleprompter, Terry.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
I'm pretty sure that NBC did not clear the words.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Yeah, I don't think Kanye is going to him saying, "Hey, can I say this?" And then, and actually, they did put out a release statement in order.
Who did?
NBC.
Yes. What does it say
talking
exactly?
About the whole thing.
Right.
It said,
we are fully behind Kanye West.
Yeah.
And we're damn proud that somebody finally stepped up to the microphones to say what everyone's been thinking. Is that what NBC came out and said, Terry?
They actually said, quote, Kanye West departed from the scripted comments that were prepared for him, and his opinions in no way represent the views of the networks. It would be most unfortunate if the efforts of the artists who participated tonight and the generosity of millions of Americans who are helping those in need are overshadowed by one person's opinion.
Wow. Well, usually they come out with a statement, the opinions may not reflect the opinions.
Right.
Never so definitive as the opinions in no way reflect what NBC is standing for.
Right.
Not even close. No way. It's a pretty strong statement.
It is. Well, Kanye West, like you said, he's on top of the world right now.
And
use the forum as you can.
Use the forum and said what was on his mind.
Sure.
The black people, the less well off as slow as possible. I mean, this is Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And right here, Mike Myers is staring at him like, what the hell are you doing, dude? Yeah. That was not on the teleprompter at all.
Shoot us? Who, me? I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
Fighting another way, and they
wow.
Fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating is the...
I mean, even the sigh there from Mike Myers says it all. Do you hear the sigh?
Yes, I did.
Like, okay, maybe I'll just read what I'm supposed to read.
Just keep reading.
Before I know it, this will all be over.
God, I hate charity. I told my agent I didn't want to do this.
I mean, listen to, yes, there's the long pause, and then there's the sigh from Mike Myers.
Them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly...
And subtle, but Get me out of here.
I know.
That sigh just says, get me the hell out of here.
As far away from this dude as possible,
I
please.
I hear this guy's big time, but I don't know who the hell he is. I don't know what he's talking about.
Nice to meet you, dude.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Okay, no, that wasn't on the teleprompter.
Right. What about the phone number?
Okay, remember what I just said about being in Austin Powers 4? I think I have to back out on that.
Right. Well, what's interesting, too, is usually when they read from the teleprompter, they kind of have different voice inflections to make it a little more casual and fun. He's just reading like, forget it. Let me just read what's there.
Right. Mike Myers was caught by surprise.
Yes, you can say that.
Sounds like it.
And it looked as shocking to Mike Myers as it sounds here.
He had wide eyes, and then he kept staring at Kanye West. And
staring at him like he was mad at him, or just shocked, or what?
Like he was crazy.
Like Kanye West was crazy?
Yeah, like he was just looking at him like, what the hell are you doing?
We can't call Kanye West crazy, Terry.
No, I know.
Just a little heads up is all he wanted.
Maybe Mike Myers deserved a little heads up.
Yeah, just a tap.
But as Steven points out, Kanye West may not have realized he was going to do this until the minute struck.
Right.
And then he said to himself, I can't read what's on that teleprompter. I got to read what's in my mind. Mm-hmm. Right then and there.
They probably said we're doing, the best we can. That was the crap that he was supposed to read, and he didn't feel that way. So.
Crap. And maybe he pulled him aside afterward and said, hey, I didn't know I was going to do that, but it's something I felt, and if you want, you're still invited to the after party.
Oh, okay.
And Mike Myers is like, I think I'll take a pass.
Yeah, right.
They do want to shoot us, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to hear Bush's comments about Kanye West's comments.
Kanye West.
That's going to be funny.
1-866-663-T-Man. Maybe some people have some comments that they want to share. Maybe some other people saw this besides Vinnie the Pooh. I heard it was going to be on. I thought to myself, maybe I'll watch it, but then I don't know what the hell was happening on Friday night, but I didn't watch it.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch it, Terry?
No, I didn't.
Oh, jeez. 1-866-663-T-Man. Let me open up the phone lines. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
Not much. I just wanted to say I saw that footage that you guys are talking about.
You saw it too?
It was just I was watching the coverage, and all of a sudden they said that they pulled up that little part where Mike Myers was talking to Kanye, and it was just Mike Myers was talking, and he just looked like he was just a ghost. He just like he'd seen a ghost when Kanye made that comment. It was just the weirdest feeling.
Mm-hmm. So, you saw it live, or you just saw it? They've been replaying it, or what?
I saw the replay version. It was the newscaster that was doing the coverage. They said that this was a portion of one of the relief effort.
Yeah. The key is to see those moments live.
Right.
I mean, you saw the replay and you saw them talking about it and setting it up like we kind of have. Mm-hmm. The key is these moments happen every once in a while on television, Terry. Key is to see them live.
Right.
Like Vinnie the Pooh, you saw it live, right?
Live.
You're just sitting there and you're just trying to figure it all out, and you realize that Kanye's going off and.
Like, oh, look, it's Kanye. He's top of mind right now. And then, oh, my God, he just said what he...
Wow. He just said George Bush does not like black people.
Wow.
That's funny. You're on the air. Hello? Yes.
Yes, I have a comment about it. I really am hurt that I didn't get a chance to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I am very happy that finally an artist has taken his position to speak up and say what's really on his mind instead of reading some bullcrap that's on a video prompter and then prompting him to say something stupid.
Mm-hmm.
He has finally used that opportunity to really speak for not only himself, but actually a lot of people that feel the same way. I've been watching the coverage of the Louisiana and all of the other states that were hurt, and there are children that are literally out there dying of dehydration and stuff like that. And I'm pretty sure if they can fly over Louisiana with planes just trying to see all of the atrocities and what they called looting, they could have dropped water down to them just like they did over in Iraq as soon as they bombed them.
And the reason, as I said, Terry, the reason that I said that I admire Kanye West for saying these things, Terry, because this is not an old, crusty veteran of the showbiz business that has made it and has socked his money away and has really nothing to lose at this point. Like Bill Cosby's been saying a lot of things that's been on his mind lately, but this guy is obviously established and in the twilight of his career and is taking opportunities now to say things of a very direct nature. But when you're Kanye West and you're just getting going, the momentum is really now moving for you, to take this opportunity to stare into the camera and take on the American government like at its highest point is very courageous.
True.
To say the least. And say things that, hey, you cannot deny that a lot of people have been thinking when they've been watching this coverage of all that's been going on, Terry.
Sure.
And not many reporters that I saw have been saying the things that Kanye West said that people have been thinking, whether you think it's true or not. You're on the air.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, is this T-Man?
Yes, it is.
Hey, okay, I just want to say, when I was watching Kanye West and Mike Myers, Kanye did say something that you didn't have in your soundbite.
Yeah, we don't have all of it. I wish we had all of it. We don't have all of it. What don't we have here?
One point where he said that when you see white people getting food from the stores, they call it, feeding their family. But you see a black person getting food,
and they call it looting?
Looting. Yeah, secondly, when I was watching the coverage, no, I did not see black people with food or bread or whatever. It was a TV and a VCR. Maybe they did not show the point to make them look bad, that they had food in their hand. But what I saw was TV and stuff. Where are you going to plug in a goddamn TV when there's water everywhere?
So, I'm sorry. Well, your point is that
Kanye West was trying to make it look like, well, I don't know, it's like they may not have shown it on the news, them grabbing food, black people grabbing food out the stores, and they call it looting, but for white people, they call it feeding their family. But for Kanye West to say that, they're calling it looting, well, I didn't see black people with food coming out the stores.
I saw black people with food and diapers and stuff like that. I saw that. I mean, I saw the people that you're talking about coming out with TVs and stuff like that, too. But I saw a lot of people coming out with necessities. So it goes all the way around here. And 95% of the people I saw were black people, so there weren't a lot of white people to begin with that were down there doing any looting or whatever, or with any opportunities to do any looting or whatever. You're on the air.
Hey, this is just another Janet Jackson thing. I mean, maybe we can just call it a vocal cord malfunction.
Oh, jeez.
I agree with everything he said. Anytime anybody can stand up and have a lot of people listen to you and say, you know what, George Bush is a fool, and he's done everything wrong, and he's done nothing right, and he sent people to their graves, and now we're just going to see pictures of GW hugging and kissing black babies because he's, I'm sure he'll get on the radio or on the TV or whatever address he can do and say, Mr. West I'd like to address him and let him know I love his people. He doesn't love anybody except himself.
Okay. Whoa. Well, now, in fairness to George Bush, and I've certainly taken my opportunities to have disagreements with George Bush, I'm not sure how much more he personally could have used his influence to get things going quicker. Maybe he realizes, and he's been very vocal in saying we've been underperforming and we need to do much more, and he's been very critical of his own people himself. But this all took everyone by surprise. No one understood the magnitude of it until it was in hindsight. So in some sense, I feel like George Bush maybe be put under a bad light in this situation. But at the same time, that doesn't mean I'm by any means angry at Kanye West for coming out and speaking right into the microphones and in a sabotage kind of way in NBC's broadcast, just surprising everyone by not reading the teleprompter and saying what was in his heart.
Right.
I have no problem with that.
He was his own hurricane.
He was his own hurricane.
Hurricane Kanye coming in.
On a live broadcast. The last time a live broadcast was sabotaged like this, Terry, you got to go back to Tootsie.
Tootsie?
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Jeez. I don't think most people know what I'm talking about. I don't even think I know what I'm talking about. I only saw the movie once and it was terrible.
It's not terrible.
Wasn't a terrible movie?
It was a great movie.
No, but any like you said, any leader would have had to have dealt with this and gone through this and would be under a bad light. But as a leader, he should have been, on the air Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday night reassuring the nation, and he did not do that. And as a supporter of his, that disappoints me.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
I'll put that on my answering machine.
You're on the air. Hello? Hello? Anyone there? Hello? All right, you're on the air.
Hi.
Yes?
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to respond to the last caller about her mentioning that the black people were stealing TVs and they were calling them looters, and the white people calling them feeding their family. The media never shows black people doing good things. They always show the negative part. So, of course, the media is not going to show black people stealing food because that would be positive.
I saw them showing black people stealing food. I saw a big box of Snickers bars being stolen. I saw diapers being stolen by some lady, and I came on the air the next day and said, I'm not mad at any woman who goes into a store trying to grab diapers because obviously there's no clerk there to check her out.
Right.
I'm here with my card. What do I do?
Yeah. Do I get my bonus points?
So you're on the air. Hello.
Me?
Yes.
I just was going to say that, I'm all for people having free speech and everything, but that was not the format for him to say what he needed to say.
What format's going to allow him to say those things, then? This is the only way he could get these kind of thoughts across. They're not going to allow him his own half-hour special where he can say that George Bush does not like black people.
Right. Have at it, Kanye.
No, not on a format where it's a benefit concert for the people down there and they're trying to raise money. He needed to not bring that negative stuff on the air like that. That was ridiculous.
All right, well, that's your feeling on it. I don't necessarily agree with that. I don't see there being any forum where he can get these kind of thoughts across. They're not going to give him an hour variety show, the Kanye West hour, to make these kind of comments.
At least no Nick and Jessica.
Yeah, the Kanye West Christmas special's coming up. We'll have to wait till then.
Uh-huh.
Him and Bob Hope will be singing together.
It's not, but it probably did not help donations that night.
I don't think it hurt it. Necessarily,
but also too, watching the news when you have the mayor of New Orleans going off saying, where's all the help, and his radio addresses, and you have signs that you see of photographers taking saying, FEMA, where are you, or whatever. I mean, that tells you right there that people are suffering and it's not moving quick enough.
And the mayor of New Orleans was not as direct, even though he was trying to be pretty close to saying what Kanye West was saying. We are black people down here, and you people are not helping us.
Right. He went off as best that he could as their mayor.
You're on the air.
That was great.
Hello?
T-Man, how you doing?
Yes, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just want to say I'm a big fan of your show.
Thank
I
you.
listen to you every day.
That's your problem.
This is a pretty big debate topic here, and I want to go back to what a lady said once about how the relief effort's been so slow. Well, I just remember seeing on television how we tried to drop some food, water at them, and every time we went with helicopters, the people would shoot them if they didn't come and pick up their family.
Well, that's because they felt they were too late. They were tardy, a couple of days past the time that they should have been dropping that water. And it had gotten into a situation where chaos was allowed to get momentum going. And I'm not sure how much quicker it could have happen as far as the relief effort, Terry, because the area of the country that it was in and the little way it's tucked away there may not have allowed the quickest means to send in helicopters, boats, whatever needed to be sent in. Now, one can certainly make the argument that, and I heard this discussed, because so many helicopters are already deployed overseas in Iraq and Afghanistan, how many are left?
Right.
Unfortunately, may not be a whole fleet of choppers ready to go in and do a recovery effort that needed to be done like this one, because so many are being used for other situations right now.
Well, instead of taking pictures of the looters, maybe the media could have been doing that, the media helicopters.
Oh, yeah.
I think the shooting of the helicopters was like an isolated few incidents. I don't think there's a lot of people that would welcome a helicopter with food, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I only think it may have happened just once.
Right.
Yeah.
You're on the air.
Not that it's okay.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I was just calling to say that no matter who's doing the relief efforts, it's not going to be good enough for anybody. Like, whenever you're under the spotlight, it's never good enough. I mean, no matter what the situation is, everything could have acted faster no matter what.
Well, yes, it's always easy to criticize, but this certainly is a situation where I don't think it's unfair to criticize some areas of this relief effort. The relief effort has been slow. Even the President of the United States will admit that. Too slow. And people, too many lives were lost. We are the strongest country in the world, and we were too slow to respond. Now, as I also pointed out, Terry, hindsight is 20/20. No one really understood the magnitude of this until it was unfortunately too late. But, hey, Category 4 and Category 5 hurricanes are not the most foreign little situation to ever happen, and maybe more preparation could have been done for a situation like this, no matter where it struck.
Mm-hmm. In Florida, I think, though, that they're kind of expected to get big hurricanes. I don't know, as far as Louisiana and stuff, I've never, really heard about a huge one. And so I think in Florida, they're more prepared.
Well, I was talking to my mother-in-law on the phone. Finally, we got in touch with her, and that's kind of what she said. She said that when it came to the hurricane, a lot of that area was thinking it was going to go up to Florida, so they were just kind of just watching it, and then all of a sudden they said, "Oh my gosh, it's coming this way."
Well, it went through Florida, and then it rebuilt strength in the
Right.
Gulf of Mexico, in the area there wwhere the waters are so warm. Oh, of course, you have that whole new topic there to discuss about global warming.
Right.
But we'll save that for NPR. And it became a Category 4 hurricane. Maybe at times it touched Category 5. But yes, once it went through Florida, everyone thought pretty much that was the end of Hurricane Katrina. No one thought it would rebuild strength the way it did and all of a sudden devastate an entire area like it did, Terry. A major city, one of the best and most beautiful and unique cities in our country, has just been wiped off the map, basically.
Yeah.
And maybe it takes years and it gets close to back to where it was, but you could make a very strong case right now that New Orleans will never be the same.
I'm sure.
And that is so sad. So sad.
Yeah, the guys that do Girls Gone Wild, how are they going to make their money now? People flashing?
Yeah, no Mardi Gras.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell?
Well, Mardi Gras has been moved to Yelm.
Oh.
That was just great. So get your beats ready.
Right.
The T-Man.
The black people, the less well off, as slow as possible. I mean, Red Cross is doing everything they can. We already realize a lot of the people that could help are at war right now, fighting another way, and they've given them permission to go down and shoot us.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage to the survivors' will to rebuild and remain in the area. The destruction of the spirit of the people of southern Louisiana and Mississippi may end up being the most tragic loss of all.
George Bush doesn't care about black people.
Oh, it is.
Please call.
Some Republican politician's going to come out sometime this week, Terry, and say, yeah, I want to draw a little attention to the comments of this Kanye West.
Yeah.
Those comments are misguided. They don't do anything to help the relief situation. And we're uncalled for.
Kanye West.
I mean, maybe not.
Probably so.
I can't even understand what Mike Myers is saying. It's just like...
Mike Myers can't even figure out what he's saying at that point.
He's at least so lost.
Kanye West, I can understand what he's saying. I get it.
Right.
Mike Myers is kind of like gibberish. It doesn't seem natural.
Mike Myers can't even feel his own body at this point. Completely numb.
Well, relief effort in the Louisiana.
Right.
Now,
Does he say settle right at the beginning of that?
What was that?
Does Mike Myers say settle right at the beginning of that?
I think so.
Subtle?
Is he referring to Kanye?
I don't know. You want me to play it again?
Sure.
Okay.
And subtle, but in even many ways more profoundly devastating, is the lasting damage.
I think he's reading straight off the teleprompter. I don't think Mike Myers...
I thought it was settled
after what Kanye West just did, Mike Myers was not going to deviate from any words that NBC prepared on the teleprompter.
And he'll start wherever it starts.
Yes. It says Michael right there. I know that. I'm reading this part, and I'm not going to say a word that isn't on there.
Michael, colon.
Yeah. Listen, Kanye, I talk to a donkey in my movies, and that's more comfortable.
Right.
All right? This is terrible. Stop it.
Well, some people want to give their comments, Terry.
All right.
Now, I got to play that cue to Kizzle soon.
You do.
But if people are all jamming up the lines at 1-866-663-T-Man, I got to let them speak.
Sure.
And also, if you want to get your comments through on text page, the text page number is 97373, don't you know? That's 97373.
Whoa, how do you spell that?
Boy.
Don't you know? People who text know how to spell everything.
Okay.
That's a little bit of that mono getting through.
I have mono. Leave me alone.
Okay. And now you all have it.
Yes, okay. Stephen will be the only one sitting here pretty soon.
All I have to do is in your direction, and you'll have mono, too.
I'll be doing that later, I'm sure.
All right. You're on the air.
Good morning, T-Man. How you doing?
How are you, sir?
I do agree and disagree with you. You said something earlier about the president. Well, everybody is talking one of the parts I agree with is Kanye West did the right thing. That's where I do agree with you. Where we do have, I disagree is, this is supposed to be the world's most powerful nation. We can go bomb anybody whenever we want. We can move logistics, and we can move thousands, hundreds of thousands of army all over the world to retaliate. Okay, we got to start taking care of business at home. And I agree 100% with Kanye. We should have taken care of business here, mobilize the troops, and move those that we have here.
And the reality is, if this was all caused not by a hurricane, but by, let's say, some nuclear attack, it would have been a much quicker response to get down there and do what needed to be done. But because it was a hurricane, people are kind of almost used to hurricanes. No one understood the magnitude of this particular hurricane, perhaps, and it took days of being tardy to figure out what the hell to do down there.
But we can. That's what the Army Corps of Engineers are about. They are logistical. They can move on a moment's notice. So why couldn't they get individuals down there? Why couldn't we use those helicopters, as you said earlier, to go ahead and get provisions in there for people so they aren't dying of dehydration? The mayor said the right thing.
Hey, there's no doubt. There's no doubt they were too late. They went too late. And
FEMA and all of these other agencies who are supposed to be taking care of business didn't do half of what they're supposed to.
The president even admits that. He looks right into the cameras and say, we have underperformed here.
Yeah, well, he did too. It still has.
And they seem to be starting to make some progress now, but I'm afraid to find out what the death toll is going to be, Terry, when this is all said and done.
Yeah, I know.
I don't want to hear the number. This is a worse tragedy than 9/11. I mean, it's not as scary, maybe. Some may say it is. But this is worse. There's no doubt about it. More people are going to die here. More disruption has been caused by our own, just the way it's all been handled. No one trusts anyone anymore. I mean, at least we had someone to blame. We had an enemy to look towards.
Right.
Our enemy is each other in this one. It's so damn sad. I mean, I almost wish there was someone to blame like there was in 9/11 where it could all direct our anger. I mean, if Al-Qaeda had caused this, Terry, as I just said, if this was not done by a Category 4, whatever, 5 hurricane, and it was some bomb that was planted and exploded, obviously it's hard to use as a hypothetical now, but the response would have been much quicker. Maybe Al-Qaeda's working on a hurricane machine right now.
Wouldn't that be
Maybe they're saying, this really works.
Yeah. Did you see what they did?
They just, the whole city was just douched out.
Right, douched out. Nice.
Well, that's, Terry, what it looks like,
No,
Terry.
I know.
Beautiful city. And as I said, one of the most unique and special cities in our country.
Right.
Is now basically no more. And how sad is that?
I know.
You're on the air.
Talking to me, T?
Yes, sir.
Yes, T. Well, the problem is it's the whole image thing that they've showed on TV. And when you're showing black people, and you have a certain group of black people that was out there taking clothes and shoes and TVs, but you're not showing the ones like they just showed the other day I watched, and they showed a guy that was taking food out, and he was distributing it amongst people, and they had a war vet that was kind of secluded in his house, and they wouldn't give him that. And this goes much deeper than just Hurricane Katrina. We talk about in the country that we've always felt like last-class citizens in this country. We have never, ever felt like we should be a part of this country. And then something like this happens, it just goes to show us that even more that we are considered last-class citizens. I do agree with Kanye West said, is that we got a response to other countries within 16 hours. We talking about a flight that may take you 4 hours. Because we got a response to other countries in 16 hours. If we couldn't get that to 48 hours, I got a cousin that I just found out that may be down there, and she could be possibly dead with her child. I just found this out this morning. She moved. She's supposed to went down there at a party, I guess, to go down there, and she may have got caught in this. So a lot of people that are out here talking about, well, I don't agree with Kanye say. We need to start looking at things in a whole different perspective, because this goes much deeper than that.
Has anyone come out and said they disagree with what Kanye said, Terry?
Not that I am aware of.
They were bothered by the fact that he took the opportunity to do what he said.
Right.
But I don't think anyone come out and say that they have a problem with what Kanye West said, because first of all, it was from his heart.
Right.
And second of all, he was very courageous, as I have now pointed out numerous times, in stepping up in a situation like that and saying what was on his mind. And you cannot say that anything he said was inaccurate, Terry. I mean, there's so many different ways to look at this. it still is unfolding as far as facts and details of this situation. Crisis, unfortunately, or sometimes very fortunately, brings out the best and the worst in people. And this is obviously no exception. We've seen a lot of best, Terry. We've seen a lot of people who have rose to the occasion and have helped their fellow man. And there are some bad apples in the bunch who have done things that they shouldn't be doing.
And that makes riveting television.
I'm hearing about girls being raped, not women, but girls.
Yep.
9-year-old girls I'm reading about being raped. You're going to try to spin that as a positive? There's no way to do that.
Right.
There's no way to say, hey, well, the person who raped her obviously was in distress. No.
Right.
No way to spin that as a positive about hearing about girls being raped in the Superdome. You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes. You're on.
Yeah, I think Kanye West is crap.
All right, tell us why.
Anything he said.
Okay.
Like you said, there's nobody to blame, yet he's, like black people always do, finding somebody to blame for it.
Oh, geez.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on. I'm allowing you your chance to speak. Go ahead. Are you done? I guess so.
Wow.
There he goes.
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't think you'd let me get that far, T-Man. Sorry.
Here, let me.
I had 8 swear words lined up, and I choked.
I was trying to get them all out.
You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Well, that last caller is kind of interesting, but, I mean, it's kind of sad that so many dead people, and we're turning it into a racial issue. And it is underlying. I mean, it's just a given that that's going to happen. But terrorism, they couldn't have done more damage than this is doing right now.
No.
Because we're destroying each other in our own country. You don't need an enemy when you're going to kill each other. This is just, it's disgusting. It's so sad that the focus is, it's getting lost. We're all so upset, and we're just watching people die. And the bottom line is, it sucks. It was a natural situation. Yes, you know, the government didn't get in there as quick as possible. We have all this stuff set up for terrorism, but something like this can still take us by surprise. And now it's turning into a major racial war.
As a surprise, as some people call this situation, it's amazing that I read in some areas of literature that many predicted that a Category 4 or 5 hurricane was going to do exactly to New Orleans or that area exactly what it's done now, Terry. And all it took would have been a bunch of extra millions. Sounds like chump change, but it is in some sense compared to now what it's going to cost to rebuild.
Right.
All they had to do was strengthen the levees and build certain things a little bit higher. I don't know the real technical aspects of it, but many knew that all New Orleans was prepared for was a Category 3, and if they would have put a little effort into and money into making sure that this could have been prevented ahead of time, then we wouldn't be going through this right now. But that, again, is hindsight, Terry. And now we have to look forward. And you made a good point about the baby clothes. I'm going to do exactly what you said there, Terry. You're sending your
all of our
old baby clothes
and everything down to
the area. Yeah. So along with my contribution, I'm going to start finding out what baby clothes doesn't fit little Jaden. So Stephen, you're on your own now.
Yeah.
And,
well, yeah. Sorry, Goodwill. You don't get them.
And sending them down to some people in need.
Yeah.
And
they need them badly.
Obviously, they can use just about anything you can think of down there in the situation right now.
The T-Man. The Cube 90.
Well, here's the interesting thing, Terry. I played the Key to Kizzle, as you know.
Yes.
However, the lines are jammed up with people that want to respond to the hurricane situation and the Kanye West comments, Terry. Scary thing about this is that the hurricane season isn't even at its midpoint yet. They name hurricanes A through Z.
Yeah.
They've never gotten really past M, although it looks like those days are coming to a close. 26 letters in the alphabet may not be able to hold hurricane season any longer.
Right.
Yeah. If Hurricane Zed's on the way, run!
Right.
Not good.
Zed.
Just punch up some phone line and see what's going on. You're on the air. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm in agreement with Kanye because they did know that this was coming.
Well, yes, they knew the hurricane was coming. Yes, it's not like some earthquake that just strikes out of nowhere. Mm-hmm.
No, 2 days before the hurricane hit, they did an evacuation. They opened the Superdome. They knew tens of thousands of people were going to be displaced, and President Bush was on vacation. He didn't come back from vacation until 2 days after it hit. He should have had troops ready to be deployed then, when they knew that New Orleans, which is below sea level, was going to be hit with a Category 5 storm.
Well, I don't know if they knew it was going to be a Category 5 until it actually hit, but yes, your point is well taken in some regard. They did this big evacuation situation, but where are people going to go, Terry? Right. Yeah, evacuate. Where? Okay. Where am I going? I have one home. This is it. Yeah. I don't know where to go.
Right. It was only the poor people that needed to go to the Superdome.
They didn't help people evacuate. They didn't say, here's this, that, and the other thing you need to evacuate because you're going to be slammed. They just said, hey, everyone evacuate. All right, well, what does that mean?
The dome's open. Have at it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they did declare it an emergency, a national emergency, before it even hit, which is the first time that's ever happened.
Right. But President Bush stayed on vacation.
Well, I mean, he was doing that while he was at the ranch, so I guess technically, he was still at the ranch.
Hey, he has a fax machine at the ranch.
I mean, I agree. I think I am totally in agreement with you that he should have left the ranch earlier, and that the response is slow, and that he should have been on TV every night telling us what was going on and keeping us informed. But that's not what happened.
But
right.
In Bush's defense,
and let's not forget, Florida is his brother's state, and that's why Florida got help immediately.
When did Florida get help immediately?
Well, Florida's had a hurricane or two in its history. So
every year they have hurricanes. Mm-hmm. And so Florida, the state who takes care of it, is more prepared for that kind of stuff. It's not a federal issue. It seems like Mississippi and Alabama are more well prepared.
Are we all in agreement on this?
In Bush's defense, he's never really on vacation, right? He's not just away from it all. I'm sure he's pretty dialed into what's going on.
Yeah, you would think they have little briefings.
Yeah, sitting in a lawn chair on a beach for 30 days.
In Texas.
What happened?
He's on vacation. We can't reach him.
Right, it's unreachable.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He turned his cell phone off.
Yeah.
Doesn't get coverage.
What are my plans?
He's scheduled to look at a plot of land for the next 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gets a free lunch.
Right, sure.
You're on
this timeshare, Lauren. I really want it.
Now, that frees up a line for someone who may want to go to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show, if that's not lost in all the shuffle here. Woo-hoo! You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
Hey, G-Man.
What's up, baby?
Hey, how you doing?
All right.
I just wanted to say we're blaming the president and everyone else about it. I think the governor and the mayor need just as much blame put on them. They should have had this. They did a study. They knew that this could happen. They should have had a plan in place in case something like this did happen.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everyone is now a Monday morning quarterback, of course, but it's hard to argue with the fact that people predicted that this is exactly what a Category 4 or 5 hurricane was going to do to the New Orleans area, and that's exactly what now is taking place. How do you then explain to people that all it would have taken would have been this amount of funds to correct that situation? Right. Now we have to spend not just that amount of funds, but times it by 100 to rebuild.
Yeah.
Doesn't make much sense when you now look back and see everything 2020.
You're right. So I think it's the mayor and the governors. And I didn't even see what Kanye said, but I like what he said just from hearing about it.
He just likes the statement.
I always love a courageous person that will step into a microphone and do what Kanye West did. Mm-hmm. Whether you agree or disagree with the words that he spoke, and it's almost difficult to make a case against a lot of the things he said, Terry. Mm-hmm. But that aside, whether you agree or disagree, the fact that he steps up to the microphone, disregards a major network's teleprompter on a majorly watched telecast of a live variety, Terry, and deviates from the script and says what's in his heart, knowing it could get him in the biggest trouble that a person can maybe get into in that kind of showbiz situation,
Yep.
you got to admire that kind of courage.
Oh, plus two, it made it all uncomfortable for everybody, too.
Right. I love people that make other people uncomfortable, Terry. And the fact that Kanye West could have easily said, you know what, I just got myself a real big chunk of success here. I kind of like that. I'd like to hold on to it. Let me read what's on the teleprompter. No, he didn't say that. Spoke from his frickin' heart. A bitty bitty bamba. You're on the air. Hello. Hello.
Who is that? Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's me.
Oh, it's you, baby.
My thing with the hurricane is people know days in advance before the hurricane is going to hit. I lived in a tropical area, and I knew when the hurricane was going to hit. And I think that we're putting too much responsibility on our government to do something for us. They tell you in advance, you need to be able to live with for at least 5 days without water, power, because it does take time for relief efforts to get in there. And what about
I don't care how much you prepare with the bottled water or whatever the case may be. There's no way to prepare yourself for a hurricane like this. People, I mean, they were told to evacuate, drive away, what, to where? Nowhere, but they then are to come back to nothing anyway. So I don't know how you were able to get yourself in a situation where, ooh, wow, I prepared and I got myself free and clear of all that happened. No, there's no way to avoid.
There is no way to prepare for it. However, you can leave. I mean, even if you were very, very poor, which I think a lot of those people were.
You think?
It takes like $35 to get a bus ticket. I wouldn't pay my bills. I would just up and leave.
A bus ticket to where? And then you come back to what?
You can go. It doesn't matter what you're going to come back to because it doesn't matter what they're going to come back to because they're still coming back to nothing. So
and you're
you might
alive.
as well just leave and come back to nothing and still have your life and have your family and be in a more stable place than you are now.
Well, what happens, if you spend that last $35 to get you on the bus with you and let's say you have a kid or two, but you don't have any money for food when you get to wherever you are. But you got out.
Okay. Yeah, but it does. Okay, so what's the difference in sitting in a hot place with no food, no water, whereas if you go somewhere, people are going to be more likely to say, okay, you're displaced, so, I'm going to help you out.
Well, I'll tell you what, if it makes you any happier, I guarantee you the next even threat of a Category 1, or it could be even just a mild zephyr, I guarantee you the entire place that the wind is coming is going to evacuate to the nth degree.
And that's what they should have done in the first place. Everybody had the same opportunity to. I mean, I lived in the place where hurricanes come, and when they come, that you have to do what you have to do. And especially if I had a child, where I know, look, it's better for me to get out of here and not go someplace where you can go to another shelter in another state.
Are you suggesting that you don't feel as sorry maybe as the next person does for the people down in this area because they could have evacuated? Is that what you're getting at?
No, I'm just saying.
Because I don't think that's what you're getting. I don't think you want to say that. No.
No, I empathize with those people.
All right. Thank you so much. Then why even are you making your point? Right. What's the point? You're on the air. Turn down your radio.
I found some humor in that.
Okay, he's getting a crack up
Yeah,
there.
he is.
Wait till he hears a bitty bitty bumba.
Oh, do it again. Come on.
Sarah, you're telling me that Selena was, I'm 10 years late to the party, huh?
You are 10 years late to the party.
Man, when you're sick, you unwrap all these DVDs that you had ready to be watched.
I've seen that movie a couple of times.
I'm a huge Selena fan. I didn't even know who she was last. Well, I knew she was, but I didn't know she was so awesome, Terry.
And you know that her music was so powerful.
I'm 10 years late.
You are.
Man. Hate being 10 minutes late to anything. I'm 10 years late on the Selena thing.
Mm-hmm.
And this fat little bunt who was her president of her fan club.
Yes.
That is absolutely an unbelievable way for her to die, Terry.
Right. I know. Embezzling the money and then getting busted. And wow.
As protective as her dad was, he lets this little freakazoid into their circle of people.
Well, she was so friendly and so supportive at that time.
I can't begin to understand all this. You're on the air.
That's all you needed to do.
Got the CD in my car. I'm ready to listen to my home.
Yeah?
It's 1995 for me today.
Which CD is like a greatest hits?
I don't know. All I know is when I was watching the movie and I was like so angry at the end of it because you get like angry at the end of this movie that this beautiful young girl who's got so much going for her and so much freaking talent. Her voice is beautiful. Gets shot at the end by your stupid, fat little runt fan club president. You get so angry that I called Angela into the room. I said, did you ever see this movie? Did you see what happened to Selena? And she said, I got the CD, the soundtrack of the movie. So I stuck it right in my car, and that's where I am today, 1995. 10 years late to the party on Selena. Hello? Did that anger you at the end, Terry?
Oh, yeah, it did. Absolutely.
Love Selena. Why don't you tell me I love Selena?
I didn't know.
Hello? All right, people are listening too much with the radios on. Hello? You're on the air.
Hello?
Yes?
Are you actually talking to me this time?
Yes.
All
As
right.
opposed to all the other hellos that were other callers that you responded to.
Right.
Yeah, I actually did. But,
Can you believe what happened to that Selena? 10 years ago?
I didn't really like that movie.
All right, well, I don't know how you couldn't.
I watched it too many times when I was locked up.
Jennifer Lopez was great in that movie.
Yeah,
by
she
the
did
way.
well.
She had a
That was like one of
huge
her-
ass in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was obviously before her like physical trainers and stuff.
Right.
But that was like her physical trainers have almost ruined her ass, Terry. Her ass was like pow in that movie. Pow, pow. And I don't think Selena had an ass like that. Obviously, obviously Jennifer Lopez couldn't help it.
Right. It's not like they can get an ass double in there.
Oh, jeez.
Hello?
Yes, I'm sorry to neglect you. Go ahead.
That's okay. I just, I don't...
We're having a conversation we should have had 10 years ago. It's not your fault.
I'll tell you, that Kurt Cobain was really onto something.
Right.
That people are dying and you guys are laughing. It's awesome.
What the hell are you talking about? We're not even talking about New Orleans anymore.
I know, but I have some facts that maybe some of these people who are watching the news, I don't even have cable. I've been watching off the internet since the day I got back from Florida on Monday.
Right.
Okay. Now, for one, the reason why people couldn't evac is because they lived off a welfare check. Now, if the hurricane would have came after the first, a lot of those people would have had money to get out of town. They didn't just stick around and try to, ride it out. They were forced to. They had no way of leaving.
Really?
Okay, the head of FEMA, the head guy of FEMA, guess what he did before he was FEMA? He was a horse judge for 9 years.
Wow.
He was a horse judge for 9 years before his college buddy got him the job, which gained him the head of FEMA. Okay, so there you go, lack of education. The guy who's running FEMA doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I've sat here and watched Bush repeatedly fumble over his words. He couldn't even talk correctly. I know he was puking behind the mic. Off camera, he had to them puking. Because he went down there, and it was just, you know what's sad? You know what's even more sad? I'm white.
Oh, geez.
I'm a white woman.
I'm a white. Wow. That's even more sad.
No, if something bad happened here, I would be looting too. And I know about 50,000 other people that would be looting too, and they're white. So I don't think there's any difference between black and white and looting. And you know what? I did see them looting the first day. TVs, VCRs, this and that, because they thought they were going to get saved. After 3 days, they realized they're not getting saved. They didn't have any water. They started raiding for water. They started breaking into buildings for water and food to survive,
get the
to
TVs
live,
first.
to hydrate themselves. Okay, so after they do that, 3, 4, 5 days later, still nothing. Okay, it took 5, 6 days for them to come in there. There was a reporter who went down there, and he was
pretty fired up there.
She
She's white.
Yeah, she's a white.
Hey, you're pretty smart. You should be judging horse shows. Thank you for the call. You're on the air. Hello.
Hey, I heard the cue to call.
Oh!
Yay.
Wow, it took a little while, but somebody has responded to the cue to kizzle, Terry.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not the cue to call.
Yes. Who is this?
This is Chris out of Federal Way.
How are you, sir?
Doing wonderful. And you, sir?
I'm doing okay. You want to be at the Global Import and Domestic Car Show?
I sure do.
Sounds good to me, Chris.
Chris.
You sound like the man.
I am the man to go.
You're the man to go.
If we're going to send anyone, he's the man.
Yes.
I'm done with the Katrina conversation. Let's go to the cars.
Let's go to the cars, he says, Terry.
Okay.
All right. May sound a little insensitive in saying that, but still. Man has won himself some tickets to go to the Global Import and Domestic Car Show.
Good job, Chris.
So why don't you hang on the line there for a second, all right, Chris?
Thank you very much.
Okay. You know, Terry, on one of these phone lines is a woman from New Orleans. is a woman from the area. I don't know if she's from New Orleans. She might be from Houma, Louisiana. You heard the other day me talk to the ham sandwich aunt, I think it was. The ham sandwich mama is on the line.
Oh, wow.
Is that correct? Are you there?
Yes,
so
I'm here.
Before we put a cap on the whole Hurricane Katrina situation, Terry, we can't not talk to the ham sandwich mama.
No, we can't.
How are you feeling this morning, love?
All shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all shaken up, and I've worked throughout this whole ordeal. Like for the night of the hurricane, we went to shelter. We went to Houma Junior High School, and we went pretty much at the last minute because I had worked all that day. Not where I'm at now. Right now, I'm on my full-time job here at Leonard Chabert Medical Center in Houma, where everything is chaotic. Our electrical system is still down. Our computer system is still down. But we in full force of work production. Like they always have made this comment, you can't fit New Orleans into Houma because Houma is a small city. Well, New Orleans is in Houma now.
And they found a way.
Yeah.
It's chaotic. Like all the patients are like traumatized here, and I don't want to get too much into details about that.
So here's a woman, Terry. Here's a woman who's not feeling sorry for herself. She is taking time to help others.
Yes. Oh, let me get to that point. Here at Chabert, they've just been pouring out their souls to not just to people from New Orleans, to whoever is in need because of this tragic. But not only here, on my second job where I work at here in Houma, I work at a Dollar General store. People has been coming in, wiping out the shelves to help the people in the shelters. They bought out all the water, all the clothing, everything to bring to all these different people. All the shelters are packed here in the town where I live at.
Well, we can only imagine.
Let me tell you, I have not seen, half the people here have not seen anything on TV. Like what y'all see on TV, we have not seen any of that. Nothing.
Well, we can only imagine what it's like to be there. We can tell you, yes, from watching on TV and from talking about it just this morning, how emotions are flaring from all different kinds of angles based on people's perceptions and understandings and reactions to what's going on down in your area.
Everybody is working out their soul to cooperate in this disaster. I mean, from all over. I went in a food line last night, and it had hundreds and hundreds of people out there. Everything was well organized, well under control. Our army is to be commended for their support in this. I mean, everything was, it went very smoothly.
That's good to hear.
I may have stood in line maybe for 3 hours to get to my destiny, but with the amount of people that was out there, that was quick.
Well, that's good to hear. And the mom of the ham sandwich man is who we're talking to, if you can believe it or not.
Big shortage on water, big shortage on ice. We just got our utilities turned back on like a day ago.
Now, isn't it ironic that we have the mom of the ham sandwich man on the line from Louisiana, and yet we can't contact the ham sandwich man here in Seattle?
I want to tell him that
yes, I was going to ask you.
Fine. We have one sister that live in the New Orleans area that we haven't heard from at all. And we do know she and her home and her children's homes are destroyed. But as far as them, we haven't heard anything at all from them. And it's almost easier to contact y'all than what it is to contact people right here in this location.
Well, we are certainly able to pass that message on to the ham sandwich man.
Thank
so you
so
keep up
much.
the good work, and we will check in with you from time to time, and you call us whenever you need us,
I
okay?
certainly will. Thank you so much.
There she is. She's the ham sandwich mama, Terry. She's working 2 jobs to make her area and the New Orleans people a better place and a better community, Terry. How about that?
Not feeling sorry for herself.
How about the good stories?
No, that's awesome.
Yes.
The T-Man.
He took on President Bush for his role in the war in Iraq in his documentary Fahrenheit 9/11. Now is filmmaker Michael Moore taking aim at the president's handling of hurricane relief? Yes. As thousands remain stranded, Moore posted this letter on his website asking the president, "Where on earth could you have misplaced all our military choppers? Do you need help finding them?" Stay tuned to see if Moore turns this latest controversy into another feature film.
I don't think we have to stay tuned for that. I think it's pretty much a given. Let's see what text pages have been rolling in at 97373, Terry.
Okie dokie.
That's 97373 at 8:17 and 7 seconds. Tyler writes, Terry Free should have opened her huge sloppy VJ as a shelter down in New Orleans. Hundreds could have been saved. Hundreds, Terry, huh?
Hundreds.
A wizard sleeve can house that many?
Yeah, I guess so. Well, I couldn't get the time off.
Well, you're pretty selfish, Terry. Talking about lives. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Okay, this one's interesting. At 8:11 and 3 seconds, Kanye West is nothing but a gold digger trying to get attention for his new album. That's not my take on what he did during the live hurricane relief show, Terry. I don't think you really want to take on the government in its highest form in that fashion to get a little attention for your new album.
Right.
He would have said, buy my new album and donate.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Kanye West may have a couple of tax problems to look forward to.
Right.
And I don't think this is the way to get attention for an album. So I disagree.
Okay.
With that texter, Terry.
Are you going to call that texter back and let him know that?
No!
Okay.
It's only a 4-hour show! Oh, geez. What do you have over there? What are you working on?
I got a story for you about, it happened in New Mexico, about two 18-year-olds who ran up a $2,500 strip club tab.
Oh, geez.
And were arrested after claiming they didn't realize that a new lap dance began at the start of each new song. See, apparently, it was their first time at a strip club.
They were 18.
They were 18.
They don't know how the strip clubs work.
And they didn't. That's what they're claiming. So they went to
and
a
the stripper
strip club.
always asks you, Terry. I mean, I hear something about this.
Right.
The stripper always asks you, do you want me to keep going? I mean, who's going to say no?
Right.
If you don't realize that every time you say yes to that question, it's a cha-ching and it's another $20-$30.
Right. They did it for 41 dances there, lap dances.
41 straight songs?
Yeah. 41 straight songs. At $30 a dance.
At $30 a dance? That's the going rate in New Mexico? I thought it'd be $10-$20 in New Mexico, but we're talking about a high-class strip joint in New Mexico?
Yes, they had two dancers, Orchid and Carmela.
Oh, a little double dozy action.
Yeah. And it was at the Fantasy World strip club in Albuquerque.
And every time they whispered, do you want me to keep going? They said yes 41 times.
Well, they were also in the VIP room.
And then they brought over the check for what, $2,000 some odd dollars?
$2,460 to be exact.
$2,460.
Yes. And that's when they said, "Oh, well, hey, we didn't know what was going on."
I thought it was $30.
Right. That's what they said. We just figured that we got,
She just kept asking me if I wanted to keep going. I mean, who's going to say no?
I figured she loved it.
Yeah.
Big difference between $30 and $2,460, Terry. It's a lot of dishes you got to wash in the strip club.
Well, they were actually arrested for falsely obtaining services over $250 because apparently that's illegal there in New Mexico.
Believe me, you don't want to wash the dishes at a strip club, Terry.
Yeah,
trust me, I know. I've learned the hard way.
Yeah, wash all the poles.
Gross.
And ease my tongue.
Yeah.
That's just not right.
So the 18-year-olds weren't excused?
No, they weren't. But apparently, one of the gentlemen tried to just give like $500, and the other gave like $50. But they were still arrested, like I said, for falsely obtaining services over $250.
It's a felony.
And it's a felony. Yeah,
it's a felony, Terry.
Right.
Oh, I know my law.
Do you know your law when it comes to strip clubs?
That's no misdemeanor.
Yeah.
That's a felony.
Yeah, because Orchid and Carmela want to get paid.
18-year-olds already with a felony on their record just trying to get their rocks off. It's a damn shame.
Isn't it kind of Orchid and Carmela's fault in the first place?
Oh, jeez.
Because after 25 dances, you probably should collect something.
You should get a down payment on what you've already done, still?
Well, something. I mean, they got to realize that these kids are probably 18.
Yes.
Well, you also have to realize that they probably want to say, okay, they're 18, and let's try and take advantage of them a little, huh?
Well, there should be a big neon sign ringing up the register, basically, on how much in debt you are to the strippers like they have at the Jerry Lewis Telethon, Terry.
Well, but
like every time they say, do you want me to continue, and you say yes, behind you is the big neon board that says, okay, you're up to $200.
Right.
You're up to $260. That would be helpful.
Right, but the songs just keep on playing, right? It's not like the DJ stops and the girls go, okay.
They don't go to commercial. Let's put it that way, too.
Right. It just kind of rolls into the next one. It's just a nice little mix. Like Vinny the Pooh would be back there mixing it up.
You don't hear an ad from Pierre Moneymore.
Right.
Breaking up the songs, if that's what you're asking, Terry.
Yeah,
which they may need, by the way, at this point.
Yeah, maybe they do.
On a payday loan.
We're We're going to take a commercial break right now.
Well, I can see, yes, I can see how this could happen to two inexperienced strip club goers.
Mm-hmm.
You're just sitting there, you're being grinded on, the girls keep saying, you want me to continue? Yeah.
Right, you're not going to say no. You're in the VIP room.
You don't realize that at each time you say yes to do you want to continue, it's another $30.
Man.
They said they just...
Oops, 4 hours later.
Yeah, they just
We've all learned the hard way.
Oh, it's the hardest way.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Not a half-tank way, the hard way.
Oh, yeah. Got the sweats on with the hole in the crotch already.
Oh, wow.
I love the sweats with the hole in the crotch. You borrowed those a while back. I want to...
They don't fit you anymore.
Okay.
I stretched them out.
Oh, Lord. It's just a little tiny hole. Anyway.
Wow, watch out.
So they're still in trouble. They're looking for the money.
Yeah,
All
looking
right.
for the money, looking to collect.
Okay, well. I'm sure they'll pay it off at some point.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
He was born in the bayou.
Eating a ham sandwich.
With a golden spoon. With golden teeth.
I think romantic is just sitting down and what a like this.
He's a guy looking for Miss Do-Right. And in the meantime, f***ing everybody inside. Yeah. He's high on life. And probably something else, too. And now, the most romantic man in the land.
Just chilling.
He's the ham sandwich guy.
I say, whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. Bam! And that was for the car accident headed northbound somewhere out there.
Oh, geez. I heard the ham sandwich man, as we speak, Terry, is in a car loaded with his buddies as he heads up north for an undisclosed activity.
Ooh.
Hammy.
Whoa now, teacher the man. What's happening this morning?
First of all, I just want to confirm to you that your mom just called in. Second of all, can you confirm to us that that is the case, that you are traveling northbound on I-5 with a car full of fellas for an undisclosed bit of activity that needs to be performed this morning?
Well, T-Man, that is true, but I'm rolling with some females this morning. Two red bone. Two light-skinned females this morning.
Two super red bones.
And they both Geminis.
In the car with the ham sandwich man. I didn't hear about that, Terry. I thought it was a car full of testicles. But
no.
Not the case. The ham sandwich man has how many guys and how many girls in this vehicle as we speak?
Well, T-Man, I'm rolling with two female Geminis, and whenever you roll with two sets of Geminis, you know that's four. Now, as far as the men in the car, I am the only ham bone in the car.
Whoa.
So it's the ham sandwich man and two ladies.
Yes, or both Geminis.
So that equals four? I didn't get that part.
Geminis are twins.
Oh, I see.
The sign.
Hammy.
Whoa now.
Can you explain to us how the situation developed that you are now driving northbound on I-5 with two famales?
Well, I can kick the jump off by saying that I did not get the boom bam thank you ma'am last night, but I like to bless the Lord for waking me up this morning to see this beautiful sunshiny day, and I think they headed downtown to go do whatever they got to do, but I was headed in that same direction.
So you're giving them a lift?
Well, they're giving me a lift in this jump off this morning.
I see. So you're in their car and they're giving you a lift.
Right. Now, the only problem I'm having with these beautiful young ladies this morning is one female to the right of me right now is smoking a dangerous cigarette.
Ooh, he doesn't like those cigarettes.
No. One of those dangerous cigarettes, Terry.
Yeah.
Smoke to the kill.
So that is the only technical difficulty I'm having this morning.
Okay, would you put her on the line, please?
Hold on.
Hello?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I just want to make sure you're aware. I imagine you are. The ham sandwich man has pointed out he has a problem with your dangerous cigarette that you're smoking right next to him. Does this make any impact on you? Is it going to deter you from continuing to smoke the cigarette, or you could care less?
Well, I'm going to smoke like a train.
Wow. Choo-choo, baby.
Watch me.
Come on, ride the train, baby.
Go ahead on, girl.
So what is it like being in a moving vehicle with the ham sandwich man? Is it everything that it's cracked up to be?
T-Man, I think they kind of shy this morning, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
They
they do know what they're doing to me is wrong, smoking me out like that. And based on her statement, she said she's going to smoke like a train, and she's doing every bit of it this morning.
I understand. As long as you can just latch onto the caboose, everyone should be fine. Now, Hammy, your mom checked in. She couldn't be better.
Right.
And there's only one relative unaccounted for.
Oh, only one of my aunties, she said they ain't talked to yet.
There's only one, I don't know if it was an aunt or a cousin, Terry.
It was
an aunt? There's only one relative unaccounted for, Hammy.
Okay, and that is the auntie that's out there in the Ninth Ward of New Orleans, the spot that got hit to work.
But we're going to hope for the best?
Yeah, we gonna hope for all happy smiles and all happy dimples.
Well, there you go. A lot of
smiles and dimples.
A lot of dimples and Geminis to go around this morning, Terry.
I guess so.
Sounds good enough for me, Hammy.
Right on, right on.
Anything else? A final thought?
Well, hopefully, to the ladies out there, you know, it's been a while since I got the boom bam. Thank you, ma'am. So, hopefully today and all this sunshine, I might be able to run across the bus down.
The Hammy is not hiding his thoughts, Terry. Right. The man wants sex.
Whoa.
He wants he wants a good Seattle bang today.
Wow.
And if you're interested, the ham sandwich can be met at a neutral site at any point this afternoon. Is that basically what you're saying, Hammy?
Man, that is so correct. Absolutely.
Now, you say it's been a while since the last time you got the wham bam thank you, ma'am. How long is a while? When was the last time you had sexual intercourse of any kind?
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
Well, is it more than a week, more than a month, less than a couple of days? What is it?
Man, it's about a month.
A month?
Whoa!
Stand back.
The ham sandwich man has got plumbing backed up.
Wow.
In a car being driven by two ladies, Terry.
Yeah.
Sexy ladies, T-man.
Sexy ladies smoking like trains with big dimples.
Oh, yeah.
And they're Geminis.
Gemini.
What a conundrum.
Girls that smoke easily give it up. You should have no problem.
I think the ham sandwich man has pretty much written them off as far as being his sexual partners today, so he's looking for some listener out there
to give a call
to meet him up in the Seattle area. Is that what you're insinuating there, Hammy?
And T-man, it don't just have to be a listener. It can be listeners.
Aha!
Wow, he's ready to take him on.
He's ready to break. He's ready to break his month-long dry spell, Terry.
Sounds
with
like
multiple ladies.
Whoa. Hammy.
Hammy, is it a good point for me to give out the phone number right here?
Who that? My phone number?
No, my phone number. So they can call in and get in contact with you. And that would be 1-866-663-T-Man, Terry.
There you go.
For those ladies out there that would like to end the ham sandwich dry spell of a month. 1-866-663-T-Man, Terry. He's had the trauma of his family, whether they were alive or dead. There's got to be some woman out there ready to donate to the cause.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, somebody's part of the Redbone Cross.
Now, just in case I don't actually get what I'm really looking for, I take the second-hand thing, T-Man, and the second-hand thing is just to love me.
Just to love him.
Wow, that's sweet.
Lust me on down.
Lust him on down.
Right,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as love right now.
Well, Hammy, I can't begin to tell you how many women in this area lust after you. And I'm just waiting now to see what phone calls come in based on the call-out we just gave to the red ham cross. What was it called now?
Ham bone.
Yeah.
Oh, no, the, I don't remember.
Redbone Cross?
Oh, yeah, the Redbone Cross.
The Redbone Cross.
I got to get my cue cards in order here.
Okay.
I shouldn't go off the teleprompter.
I know they got a lot of bus downs out there, and they all listening.
Okay. Now, where are you gonna be dropped off by these two smoking ladies?
I'm gonna get dropped off around the jailhouse somewhere.
Wow, that's great.
Around King County jailhouse.
Hey, don't read into that, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay. Coincidentally enough?
Yes, it's just a mere coincidence.
Has an appointment. Yeah. Having lunch today.
You're on the air with the ham sandwich man. Hello? Anyone there?
Oh, I'm still here.
I know that, Hammy, but there was somebody that I think was ready to have sex with you, but they're not responding. All right? You're on the air with the ham sandwich man. Go ahead.
So we want to know, can we have a picture of it first so we can check it out?
Oh, jeez.
Whoa.
They want a picture before they're willing to just have frivolous sex with you, Hammy. That doesn't seem fair, does it?
Well, ain't no picture like sending the ham bone picture to them, T-Man.
Mm-hmm.
They need a picture of the ham bone this morning. It's nothing.
They're going to have to take our word for it. The ham sandwich man is a model-like looking figure, Terry.
Well worth it.
Whoa.
They
Yes.
get the ham bone two ways. It comes in a special. It comes big and it comes small.
Wow.
2 ways.
I wish I had 2 ways, Terry.
Oh, is it big?
Oh yeah.
Like, can we get some measurements?
Well, if it comes big, Hammy, how do you make it come small?
Easily, you just got to say the magic word. I'm coming.
Oh, geez. I don't.
Send him a picture of Hot Shot. Here you go.
All right, well, I'll work on that one. In the meantime, Hammy's on his own right now, Terry. But he'll be down in the Seattle area. Not that hard to find, Terry. Every time I'm walking around downtown Seattle, I always bump into him.
Yeah, there he is.
I know it came big and came small, though, Terry. Should have a sign around his neck. Advertising. It's pretty versatile.
The T-Man.
It's 8:52 at Cube 93. I'm Stephen Kilbreth with your news update. Boat rescue crews and law enforcement vehicles scouring New Orleans searching for people to rescue. One man with the Kentucky Air National Guard says in some cases it's easy to get residents to leave. He says they're sitting on their porch with their bags packed. Others, though, are refusing to go, and that's not okay with the mayor of New Orleans, Ray Nagin. He warns that the city is not safe. He says the floodwaters are filled with toxic waste, dead bodies, mosquitoes, and gas. He says water will no longer be handed out to those who refuse to leave. As many as 2,000 refugees from Hurricane Katrina expected to start arriving Thursday at McChord Air Force Base. They're going to be housed at Fort Lewis initially. Then they'll be directed to more permanent homes in King, Snohomish, and Pierce counties for up to 9 months. If you'd like to help in the Hurricane Katrina relief effort, you can do so through our website at cube93.com. Click on Storm Aid. In local news, police have arrested a suspect in the shooting deaths of 2 level 3 sex offenders in Bellingham. A 36-year-old called police yesterday. He confessed, disclosing the details only the killer would have known. He told officers he planned the attack for some time and chose the victims from the county sex offender website. In sports, the Mariners beat Oakland yesterday 2-0. Our weather forecast for today, mostly sunny, patchy fog and low clouds have burned off for the most part. Highs will be in the 70s. That's your news update on Seattle's #1 hit music station, Cube 93.
Text page rolled in at 8:37 and 4 seconds that reads as follows. Do they still give donkey rides down to the bottom of Terry's VJ?
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Is that a Brady Bunch reference?
Oh, jeez. I don't remember that on the Brady Bunch, Terry.
Wow. No, I mean, remember the donkey ride that got lost in the Grand Canyon?
I do, Terry. Yes.
And B. Davis. Vaginas.
So in other words, should I open up the wizard sleeve and go, Bobby! Cindy!
One of them's probably still in there.
Mm-hmm.
Leave him
I always wonder what happened to Mike Lookinland's career.
Stuck in Terry's VJ.
Man. Lot of text pages on you, Terry.
Oh,
You're a big topic of conversation today. Somebody at 8:33 and 35 seconds writes, I bet Terry has big nipples. Do I win or lose?
Oh, my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
What are they betting?
It doesn't say, Terry.
Oh, well.
We can call the guy.
Well, you got to know what you're betting there.
8:32 and 57 seconds.
No one cares whether I have big nipples.
8:32 and 57 seconds. Marie made my wang corrode.
Oh, nice.
This wang is not chugging tonight, Terry.
No.
Son Jimmy Fred. Oh,
nice. Jeez.
Let's see what else we got here. I missed it. I heard you talking about it at the end there. What did Kanye West say? We only have a small portion of what he said, right?
Yep.
We'll play it again later. What else do you have there, Terry?
Oh, I got an interesting...
I have Kendall. Kendall is on the line, Terry. She is having a tough beginning of the week. She believes that over the weekend, Terry, her hack football player boyfriend may have cheated on her.
Oh, rebound. Ding, ding.
So we'll talk to her in a couple of seconds. What do you have there, Terrence?
Well, in Pennsylvania, a Southern Lehigh high school teacher. Apparently,
a what high?
Lehigh.
A Seldom Lehigh high school teacher?
No, a Southern
I'm supposed to be happy about that?
high school teacher.
A Southern
Lehigh High.
Southern Lehigh. What do you say?
Southern Lehigh High School.
Southern Lehigh.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
High school teacher.
All right.
Is in trouble.
That's the name of the area, or that's the name of the school. Southern Lehigh.
Yes, Southern Lehigh High School. Yes.
Suddenly High.
Oh, yeah, that was my high school.
Yes.
I don't know how it happened. Suddenly I was high.
Anyways, in trouble because apparently...
Oh, actually, let me just get to this text page real quick. We'll get right back to that, Terry. Somebody at 8:40 and 24 seconds wrote, and I meant to read this one. When you go to a strip club, it doesn't matter if you're 18 or 50 years old, you know what's going on. I would love to use that same excuse if I could. Referring to your last story, Terry.
Oh, yeah. The lap dances, 41 straight.
Yes, 41 straight lap dances, not realizing that it counted as 41, thinking it only counted as one.
Yes.
And then getting a bill for $2,160.
Yeah, $460. But yeah.
$2,460.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Right.
Yeah. All right, what are you reading now there?
I was telling you about this perverted teacher at Pennsylvania High School.
Okay.
Southern Lehigh High School.
Got it.
All right. Apparently, he paid several teenage boys extra money for working in various states of undress at his home.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, what the man does with his private time, Terry, can't affect his work status, can it?
Well, it possibly can.
He was using his high school students.
Yes, he was. And he was offering
in
them...
various states of undress, is the way you put it.
Yes. He was offering anywhere from $2 to $10 extra for the boys who worked either shirtless or in spandex, a Speedo, a thong, or a singlet.
I would do it.
Singlet.
A singlet, yeah.
I look
a wrestling
great.
outfit.
I look great in a singlet.
I guess he considered these tips for the high school boys.
So they were like doing what, yard work for him or something?
Yes, work around his house.
And if they worked in a singlet, they would get extra cash on top of the money he was already paying them.
Right. And the longer you stayed in whatever various way you were dressed, you got more money too. So now he is facing charges of criminal solicitation, corruption of minors, and tampering with physical evidence.
David, if you're trimming the hedges there at somebody's house, and they say, hey, if you put this on, I'll give you an extra $8 an hour, are you doing it or no?
I can't ever imagine myself doing any sort of manual labor, so difficult for me to imagine that, but I doubt it.
Okay, let's put it in terms you can understand them. Let's say you're doing an auction.
Okay.
As only you can do.
Right.
And they say, hey, if you do it in a singlet, we'll chuck in an extra $100.
Yeah, if they could prove that it was a wrestling-themed auction, maybe.
Everybody close their eyes.
Hey, it's extra cash. You doing it or no? They're not saying do it naked. They're saying, hey, put on some wrestling garb.
Probably not.
What about a Speedo?
And that wrestling headgear is very, very hot.
I'm doing a country-themed one, so I'm glad I get to wear my hat and boots. So
you're doing a country-themed auction?
Mm-hmm.
When?
Coming up.
Wow.
So you'll put on spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle for a little extra bit of cash, but you won't put on a wrestling singlet?
No. You don't want to see me in that.
Which is more embarrassing, really. A cowboy hat or a singlet? I'd do it. I'm in.
In a singlet, or does it even matter?
I mean, you got to factor in here, Terry, that you're in high school and an extra $8 an hour is a big deal.
Right.
Water the plant with the hose between my leg, whatever he wants.
Can you take a picture? Because he was doing that too.
He was taking pictures?
He was taking pictures, and apparently would they...
would it be in the school yearbook?
No, but he did have a collage.
He had a collage?
Of pictures in his home.
Yeah, in his own home, but he's not letting anyone see that.
Well, they did when they searched the premises.
He promised to keep it very private. He doesn't have to touch me, right?
Doesn't say anything about touching, just posing.
He's
in
just
various
watching me do the yard work in a singlet.
Well, or like I said, you also have the option of the Speedo.
And the Speedo?
Yes, or spandex.
I think it's easier to grab the weeds in that outfit.
For you.
I don't know if he gets his money's worth in a Speedo from me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or a thong?
A thong.
How much does a thong go for?
It doesn't actually break it all down, but, you know. Anywhere, like I said, anywhere from $2 to $10 extra.
I'm feeling the singlet, Terry.
Are you? Yeah, sounds like
I'm
it.
feeling it, baby. Kendall.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm doing okay.
I hear from what Pasty's telling me, and you and Pasty have very in-depth conversations off the air. I hear that you're thinking about coming home.
Oh. Well, no, I kind of want to come home this weekend. I had a rough weekend.
She wants to come home, Terry. The University of Arizona seems very far away to her right now.
Wow.
And she's not feeling very good about herself or her silly relationship.
Come home to Pasty.
Open arms.
I hear Karen Carpenter was thinking of writing a song about that. Now, tell us exactly what transpired over the weekend, please.
Well, Matt left on Thursday for the Utah game.
Who's this now?
Her boyfriend.
Your boyfriend's name is Matt?
Yes.
Just call him the hack football player boyfriend.
Matt Hack.
Yeah, the hack football player boyfriend that got juked in the game on Friday left on Thursday.
All right, wait. He leaves for an away game on Thursday.
Yeah, the game was on Friday, but he left Thursday.
All right, University of Arizona won this weekend, I imagine, if they're playing Utah?
No. They lost by 3 points. It was very sad.
Really?
Utah's won like 18 in a row or something.
Oh, Utah's pretty good. That's right.
Yeah.
They've won 13, I think, or something. They're undefeated. I don't know, whatever.
So just losing by 3 points, was that considered a good effort by the University of Arizona, or no? Were they supposed to win?
Good effort if you think of their schedule and
who was favored?
Utah. But they weren't very good.
Utah was favored, Stephen?
Utah was, I would assume heavily favored.
By how much?
I don't know. I would guess 8 or 9 points.
All right. So the fact that U of A came within 3 is a good showing by the Wildcats.
Yeah, but they should have won. The quarterback was not very smart.
All right, whatever. So your boyfriend goes to the very hot Utah campus.
Yeah, and he was.
Where all those
supposed to come back at midnight on Friday.
All those slutty girls are hanging out.
Oh yeah. You act like you're Mormon, but you're willing to give it up.
And what happened?
Well, he came back late on Friday.
Mormon means more, man. Come on. So what happened? All right, what happened?
Okay, he came back late on Friday night, and I was supposed to pick him up at the football office, but I'd been partying too much, so he came to pick me up, and he was really mad about it, because I was supposed to be there waiting for him, but whatever, he was stupid. So we go back to the house, and I went to the bathroom to, brush my teeth or something, and I dropped my toothbrush, so I bent down to pick it up, and underneath the counter there was, a condom wrapper. And it was on a rug that's, new, that he'd just gotten. So I know that it wasn't from 6 months ago before we started dating and he's just messy. So I don't know when it could have happened. I've been there all the time, but.
The discovery of a condom wrapper in his apartment is the evidence we're going with here.
So he has no roommate. It's just him and he's the only one living there.
He has a roommate, but his roommate's on the other side of the house, and he has the master suite with the bathroom.
So he has his own bathroom.
No one else uses the bathroom.
That's his private bath.
It's a private bath.
So it's not like you're accusing him of cheating on you when he was on the road. You're thinking he did it right under your damn nose.
Wow. Yeah.
In his own apartment while you were going to your little classes.
Yeah.
But when you confronted him with this condom wrapper, what did he say? What was his excuse? What was his explanation?
He said, well, that's probably been there for a long time. I was like, what, before we started dating 6 months ago when you got this rug 3 weeks ago when your mom was here? I was like, you liar. And I started screaming at him. And then he goes, well, it must be
Every guy likes this conversation, Jerry.
Roommate. It must be my roommate. It's not mine. And I was like, BS. I was like, your roommate is on the other side of the house. I don't know what you're talking about. And I just went off on him.
Did you check to see if the wrapper said extra small? Because that would mean it was his for sure.
Yeah.
That would obviously give you all the information you need. Did it say that or no?
What?
Never mind. Anyhow, so he gave you the old, it was from way back before I lived here angle.
The people who lived here before.
Yeah, they never cleaned their apartment.
That's a good one.
Or he gave you the it's my roommate's condom wrapper, even though my roommate doesn't use this bathroom. Those were the two excuses he gave you.
So then he said, well, maybe when I was pulling out Q-tips or something from the drawer, it was extra garbage and it fell out.
Oh, he was pulling out something, Terry. And maybe it was the size of a Q-tip.
Pulling out her drawers.
Jeez.
Well, maybe there was a small possibility that the roommate, for whatever reason, walked down the hall and used his bathroom.
To not soil his own.
Is that possible, Kendall?
Well,
of course that's possible. Anything's possible.
Or is this a case of a girl that was so just only willing to give sweet kisses to her boyfriend to the point that he just got a little bit tired of it and needed to go elsewhere for a little bit of ass?
Oh, looking for the ass!
Do you blame yourself at all in this situation?
No.
I thought he was in Club V too, though.
No.
He's not a virgin?
No.
Apparently not now.
He wished his girlfriend was wrong like her.
So how did your argument end? How did you finalize it? Were you then made to be put at ease by him, or it ended on a bad note?
Well, I was there and I had no way to get home because I had been partying, so I went into the guest room and locked the door and had a friend pick me up the next day.
And you haven't talked to your boyfriend or your supposed boyfriend since?
No, I mean, I've talked to him. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You don't know what to do.
She just wants to
Well,
come home now.
He said he was sorry, and we, like, kind of made up, I guess. It was just
Sorry about what?
Sorry about what? Yeah.
He said he was sorry about what? He admitted to doing it or no?
No, he never admitted to doing it.
Then what is he sorry about?
He said he was sorry there's a misunderstanding and that he'd never do anything and that he left me.
Oh.
Terry, have you seen the picture of this guy?
Yes, I have.
As hack a white sub football players you've ever seen in your life.
I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Borderline handsome. At best.
If that.
And then Saturday night we went to a party.
She didn't want to dispute that.
No, she never defends him anymore.
I know. He's just a hack.
So you went to a party on Saturday and?
Yeah, together with a whole bunch of my friends, and the guy I used to date was there.
Well, it sounds like it sounds like you forgave him pretty quick if you go into a party on Saturday.
Yeah.
Locked yourself into a room. He never even talked to you. And
I mean, you're making this out to be a big deal. We think it's still an ongoing thing, but you went to a party with him on Saturday.
Well, I mean, we all went to the party. I wasn't talking to him. I didn't really hang out with him all night. Like, because I don't know what to do. I don't know. We, like, kind of made up, but I'm, like, really upset about it.
Kind of made it up, but I'm really upset about it.
Do you still live with him?
What? No, I'm not living with him. I'm staying at Pi-Fi.
She was only staying with him because the air conditioning.
The air conditioning was broken, but it's fixed. So I haven't been staying there.
I watched that stupid show Laguna Beach, and I swear they're talking a different language. They all talk like Kendall.
Laguna Beach?
Yeah, don't tell anybody.
Kind of made it up. I'm upset about it. So obviously he's been given a very clear message that he could screw around on you, and all you need is a little talking to, and you'll be fine.
Oh, my little Kendall.
I'm sorry you overreacted.
I hope you realize what you've established here is expect to find a big bushel of condom wrappers.
Oh, yeah.
Over the next number of months.
Bushel.
All right?
The Costco pack.
The Costco pack.
Okay, Kendall, because you pretty much made it pretty easy on him, given the circumstances. You went to a party with him on Saturday night. You're probably giving him sweet kisses at that party. And now you're waking up here at the beginning of a week all depressed and wanting to come home.
Quit school.
Do you have any, idea as to who it might have been that he cheated on you with?
Hot girl, Terry.
Okay, but I mean, maybe she knows of one particular girl that's been flirting with him, or
No.
Any suspects?
He doesn't talk to anyone other than
Wow.
me. Like, he only has guy friends on the team.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Only
who it could have been.
Most girls in your situation, given the trauma, become bulimic. Are you thinking of doing that or what?
No.
Are we taking bets on it, or what?
No, you sure?
Yeah, I just had a bagel. I'm definitely not bulimic.
All right.
Still have time to throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty good gig for him, though. Quick little apology. Back in business.
It's not like his friends, all his male friends, I mean, I'm sure have girlfriends who have female friends.
Oh, geez. Wow, Terry, that's a pretty interesting deduction.
Well, I mean, she's like, he doesn't talk to anybody. It's all just guys, but hello.
All right, Kendall. So
Yeah.
what's our next move?
I don't know. What should I do?
Would be getting smarter about this kind of stuff.
You what? What should you do? Huh?
Yeah, what do I do?
Oh? What do you do? It's already done. You've forgiven the guy.
Well, I mean,
You've given him license. You've given him license to steal.
Ooh. He's taking
How do
other
I
people's...
take the license away?
You can't. Either you got to break up with him, which obviously you're not prepared to do, or You've already established the way you're pretty much going to react to these situations. You're going to yell for about an hour. Tolerable for any guy, Terry.
Sure.
And then you're going to go out with him the next night.
Yeah, let's go to a party. Okay.
You didn't give him your explanation is unacceptable, and I need time to think for about, don't call me for at least 2 weeks. Having him crawl to you for those 2 weeks. You didn't do that.
He didn't have to crawl at all.
No. Not at all.
Sorry you overreacted. Like the crazy girl that you are.
I believe everything. If you told me it didn't happen, I just was like, okay, well, maybe it didn't happen. But
you
I just keep thinking about it.
found a wrapper of a condom on his bathroom floor. He gave you the must be from the people that lived here before me line. And you are talking to him the next night? Is that what you're telling me?
Not just talking, going hand in hand to a party.
She's going hand in hand to a party, Terry.
Next time it's, sorry you overreacted to the empty bottle of KY and the double-headed pleaser. What's wrong with you?
Unbelievable! Bamba! Kendall. Is this the Kendall we raised and nurtured here in the studio the past number of months?
No, you wanted me to be stronger, and I guess I wasn't.
You want to be stronger and I wasn't? Kendall.
Yeah.
Maybe you should come home and just call it a college career.
No, I just want to come home for a day or so. I have class.
That'll show him.
Yeah, I went home. So
Right.
there.
Perfect. That's what he's thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, well, while you were gone.
Kendall.
Yeah.
When you come home for a couple of days and you stop in the studio, don't pretend like you know us. It's too embarrassing to be your friend. Someone who's just trampled over like the doormat that you are.
Not good.
We don't want anyone to know we associate with you.
Okay. That's not fair.
I'm not talking to her, Terry. You talking to her?
I'm not talking to her.
Okay. So that's how we'll leave it. Okay, Kendall?
Okay.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh.
I'm kind of whining, I guess. So it's fine.
She can talk to us when her boyfriend finally gets into a game.
Hell, he probably got juked.
You got
Didn't play
juked?
very well.
But he did some juking, too.
Sounds like it.
Man, there's only one thing worse than having to go out with a hack sub Pac-10 boyfriend football player. That's being cheated on by a hack sub. Lose my number to a starter.
Yes.
Boyfriend.
Oh, ouch.
Yikes.
I'm embarrassed to know you.
Whoa.
But you're our friend, so even though I'm saying all these things, it's not really true. We'll always be there for you, I guess.
Really?
And we'll be there to help you out with your next move. So again, what's your next move?
I guess get over him.
So you're going to move on? You're going to break it up?
I'll try.
What do you mean?
Hey, don't do it. Don't do it for me.
No, but I mean, I shouldn't be walked on like that. So I guess I'll try. I'll talk to him. And
You're going to talk to him again.
And what do you expect he's going to say, though? I mean, pretty much the same stuff, right?
You know what's going to happen out of this, Terry?
What's that?
She's going to start giving it up ASAP.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah. Floodgates are open.
Kendall.
That's not going to happen.
Maybe this was all a strategy by her hack sub, lose my number to a starter boyfriend, Terry.
Wow.
In a very shrewd and wise fashion.
That's pretty good, actually. You think he's that smart?
Kendall's going to start laying down like a pro.
Can she do this to you?
There's no way that's going to happen now with him.
All right.
He won't be the first guy you lose to a girl like that.
Hear what you said? Not to him.
Not to him.
Not to some loser hack lose my number to a starter boyfriend. No.
Well, there's a party tonight. Some guy's going to get it.
Oh, jeez. That'll show him, Kendall. Give it to some random little frat boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, no fat
All right.
He wants to fly down right
Yeah,
away.
he said
Give it
frat
to
boy.
pasty. Give it to pasty.
He didn't say fat boy, Stephen. Don't get all
I see. Okay.
The T-Man.
Romantic, found it fantastic. Off me on me box, she says I'm Mr. Rose.
New music.
All right.
Cube 93, Terry.
Gosh.
Oh, wait, that's not new. It's been around a little bit, a couple of weeks, yes. And that should be a reminder that the old school lunch will be on from noon to 2 today.
Yeah, I'll be listening.
That is a dose as far as the hours of fun and frolics for your old school lunch needs.
It's my kind of lunch. 2 hours.
2 hour lunch. That's great.
We all deserve a 2 hour lunch, and no one knows that better than the great Shellard Hart.
That's right.
Who'll be hosting today yet again. Now, still on the line is Kendall, is that right?
Hi.
Okay, good, because we got some text pages you may want to hear. At 9:28 and 32 seconds, somebody writes, Kendall's boyfriend was kind of telling the truth because he was using that condom on his roommate.
Oh, wow.
Hey, well, packed homo love, Terry.
Wow.
He was packing 10, baby.
Then that'd be okay, right, Kendall?
Wow, would that be okay, Kendall, if you found out he was using it on his fellow football player roommate's anus, or what?
Well, if you put it that way. Jesus, dirty.
Huh?
No, that's awful. And his girlfriend that lives there, too, is just awful. So either of them.
Carl was the real wild cat.
Okay. Somebody writes at 9:22 and 15 seconds. If Kendall was my girlfriend, she'd just open the floodgates to all the free passes I would ever need. I would take the screamagens for an hour and then go out a-screwing. So, Kendall, a guy's... It's a long text page.
I know, that's pretty good.
A guy has sized this up as you just giving a blank check to your boyfriend to do whatever he so pleases. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I think I messed
Kettle's
up.
like agreeing, I think.
Yes. Let's see what else we got here. 9:18, 44 seconds. Kendall, I'll beat your cakes. Never mind.
Yeah, that's what I need right now.
Let's see. Okay. 9:18 and 19 seconds. Hey, T-Man, tell Kendall to ditch the zero. I'll treat her right, show her a great time if she comes home here this weekend. I need the Kendall sweet kisses now.
Oh, jeez.
No reaction. Okay, except for a little bit of a moan there. Let's see. I want your number. And how long? 9:15 and 11 seconds. How long could a guy hold out on those stupid sweet kisses? I would have tapped some other ass too. Right, somebody in the 206 area code. No reaction. Okay.
See, I think Terry knows how to get it done, man. You got to give it up early.
Have him not talking to you by week number 3.
That's how you keep a guy.
That's how you do it. Keep a guy happy.
Yeah.
But don't start throwing it around because of this, Kendall. You
I don't think sex is what keeps people happy. I think they're all wrong.
9:09 and...
Stick to your guns.
Oh, well, I don't know.
9:09 and 7 seconds. This is going to happen when you don't give it up.
That's not true.
Well, but if it did happen because of that, I mean, good riddance to him.
That's
right. We don't want him.
Yeah, exactly.
It's apparently a package deal.
Yeah, we don't.
9:08 and 26 seconds. Somebody writes, Kendall got what she asked for. I mean, come on. How could she not see this coming? I don't care how good he may be. The guy is a Division I athlete at a Pac-10 school, and she's just giving him sweet kisses. Okay, no reaction.
If you want to delve into that world, man, you gotta play by the rules.
Well, I mean, they're not all sexual maniacs and need it all the time, are they?
Well, people that have sex once in a while aren't necessarily sexual maniacs.
Well, regardless.
But you're kind of making it sound like you
Yeah,
have
but
to
if
give
you're
it up to
gonna
people.
cheat, if you're going
and they
to
shouldn't
cheat
cheat.
because you can't get, then you're a sexual maniac and you can't just be faithful and
Well,
nice
Yeah, right. That's right, Kendall. You tell them.
Regardless, Kendall, it seems like you are coming to the conclusion that you were cheated on. And in order to make your day a little bit brighter than the darkness it sounds like you're living in right now, we've selected a certain number for you.
Wow.
I love this number. 11. Kendall,
Yeah?
due to your heartache and your strife, due to the misery and pain that you're feeling this morning, we've brought in from the coast, Peter Cetera.
Oh, jeez.
For you to sing this. Oh, jeez. Wow, it's a long trip. Heartache, Terry. Is that what Kendall's feeling? Heartache?
Heartache.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Was that what you did, Kendall? You put your heart up on the shelf? Is it half
I've never
price?
heard this song before.
Is it half price now? The heartache on the shelf? Oh, jeez.
Clearance.
The next time, Kendall. The next time you fall in love.
Because there will be a next time.
You think she'll know better what to do, Terry?
Yes. No.
I don't think so.
How would I do anything better? Just give it up so that I won't get
No.
She's learning, Terry. She's learning. The next time she falls in love.
He still will cheat on you.
Just not as quickly.
Kendall, are you listening to the words? Are you
No,
hearing
I
the
can't really
words?
hear them.
Can you hear it through the big chin of Peter Cetera? The next time I fall in love, I'll know better what to do. Oh, jeez.
Which one is Amy Grant again?
Oh, Lord. Right there.
She sounds hot.
Oh, that heart of yours, Kendall. The next time! You'll know what now?
I know better what to do.
Yeah! That is not what we thought. And you're going to give us an essay of what that is, tomorrow morning on this program, okay?
Okay.
The next time I fall in love. Who?
Hey now.
Wow.
Ooh. Hey there.
Take it to the bridge.
Throw it overboard. Is it driving you crazy, Kendall? Do you know better why, Kendall? Do you know how to try, Kendall? Oh, dear. Sing it, Kendall!
I don't know it.
Same thing over and over again.
That's all it is, Kendall.
I've never heard this song before.
Oh, dear.
Listen to it.
So now you have.
Sing it!
Next time I fall in love.
Come on, Kendall.
I'm trying.
Last chance right here. Come on. Yes.
Oh. Okay, re-rack it. Let her try again.
Yes.
People are getting me really weird that I'm walking across campus.
Oh. Yeah, you should have picked a different outfit, but that's okay.
The T-Man.